Hello! Right. Let's stop this music for now. Let's go find some other ambient music while I wait. My other players are here. I'm just muted up so they can't hear me while I so I can't hear them while we sort stuff out. So, hello everybody. Welcome to Crabby D&D. I'll get to my players in just a moment, but I'm going to do the announcements while I wait for some of them to get back, just because Harlan went to go grab some food, and the others are all plotting and scheming, so it's better they don't know that. Well, I can't hear them, so that I don't know what they're plotting. Anyway, thank you to Zenosa for all the artwork and all of these wonderful things. I've had new tiles done, including the one done for Ringarth finally. I look forward to seeing all of this in use. And yes, so thank you to Zenosa for all the artwork there. You can go and check that out in the link below. Thank you to Tabletop Audio for all the free music and sound effects and everything else that I use during my streams. So thank you for that. It's also wonderful music. If you do end up contributing to the Patreon, you do get stuff back for it. So it is worth actually going and applying to that, and then just sitting down and listening to the music while you're doing anything, whether it be homework, planning your own D&D campaign, or preparing something for the future. And this is all done on Tabletop Simulator, and I do take commissions for the maps that I make entirely myself. So let's go meet the players if they're not talking too much.
Creature.
Right.
But we can set it up to work outwards instead.
Lost an hour.
Yeah, but how long do you need to cast it?
It's a minute to cast.
Okay.
Right.
So you can
we set it
start
up and
casting
then
it and
cast
have
it.
it ready, like wait on the last second.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. I am here with my players. Harlan's back at the moment. I guess he's returned. Oh, Harlan's just returned. Hello.
Convenient timing.
Convenient timing. Jamie.
Hello.
You're quiet, Jamie.
Hello.
Better.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Multitasking.
Of course. Simon.
Hello.
Sudz.
Greetings.
Sam.
Hello.
And Infernal.
Arrow.
Infernal's currently competing in a tournament and he'll undoubtedly win, so we'll leave him to it for now. However, his ideas will be put forward as the session goes on. So,
I'm here, don't worry.
that's all the announcements. Let us begin, shall we?
Oh, I wanna.
Tough luck.
Well,
Last session, my party of adventurers. Elsyan, Queglod, Sasha, Malcom, Bern and Rook. After heading back to the Prill Manor to further investigate as to what exactly happened, they discovered a number of things that otherwise caught their attention. They discovered an archway that seemed to have had the gate spell infused to it, allowing individuals to travel back and forth, seemingly at will with another location. It has since been destroyed and marked and otherwise removed from existence. With the rest of the party trying to figure out where it might go, they figure it might take some time to figure this information out, and don't pursue it for the time being, however know that it is present. With this, an investigation was had, and the party went into the nearby crypt, investigated the entire place, found nothing, finished a bunch of clues in record time, and left. With that, the party gathered themselves, scries were had, information was lackluster, and as the party went back into the house to investigate, an earthquake was cast by one of the Prill family. With this, the party otherwise watched as the ground shook beneath them, the timbers splitting, the stonework breaking and collapsing in and around them. The party panicked, and in that motion used what resources they could, cast what spells to save themselves, and ultimately getting out of it, not necessarily scot-free of damage, but in a better situation than they had ended up, with the elementals waving goodbye as the earthquake claims them. All of you currently fly above the wreckage as the earthquake ceases. Feeling safer now, you land nearby in a safer environment, now away from the situation at hand. The land around you is torn and ruined, even the earthquake having residual effects further away, causing bits of land to slide towards it and destroying part of the hillside here, marking and covering a large portion of these thorn snatchers, and the ones that were in the nearby vicinity consumed by the earth, it would seem. As you otherwise stand there, in this safe scenario, what would you like to do?
I
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Uh,
Is this to see if Elsyan has emotions left?
Natural 20. Elsyan has seen some. Elsyan has seen some things. He holds his composure fairly well.
On the
Ha.
inside, so many tears. Had a building dropped on me. Fell down a fissure.
Teleported out and could have fallen to my death while I was underground.
is that right?
Anyway, apologies.
Ow.
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 Right.
I
Believe this.
I think Sasha's a bit put off that they didn't die. You know, it's just like dwarf crushed underground. It just kind of felt fitting, and now it's like, oh, okay.
You didn't even fall underground, you're just underneath the building. Anyway,
It counts, right? It's stone.
I assume we're all pretty nearby at this point.
yeah, you've all gathered back up.
Okay, I'm gonna detect magic and check for any like divination magic.
Look around. Give me a perception check.
Cool. I think it's a reasonable assumption that they must have had some way of knowing we were there to have shown up and cast it at that. I wouldn't necessarily know in character that it was scribe, but
No, but
a reasonable precaution.
Oh my god, what's the scry?
as you otherwise kind of use detect magic and get a quick look around, you do see a scrying orb nearby to your party.
Okay, I'm going to. I assume I can't. There's no way of telling like who it's to. Just
Without further investigation and otherwise small experiment, there isn't really a way to do so.
okay.
You watch as a few moments later the orb shatters. After casting detect magic and looking at it.
All right.
If Queglod points out, just like, can Sasha flip it off?
They were watching us. They seem to have left us now. Now that we realise. Right. I think this is a good time to start looking at getting some revenge.
I fully agree.
They shouldn't be watching us at this very moment, so let's just make sure we're all good on the plan.
That gate's given me an idea.
Oh. Go on.
I really don't like saying this here. Can we go somewhere where they definitely can't be watching us?
When this place
If you wish, where
crash
do you...
ready.
Their size. Should I just open up my mansion?
That would actually be perfect for what I'm planning.
Well, I don't have a 7th level spell slot, and I'm not going to use an 8th or 9th on it.
We should just go back to our tavern, no?
Let's go back to our tavern. Point being, there is. Okay. I use the silent tongues to tell people or to go through. Right. So I want to use gate to yank at least one of those motherfuckers into a death hole and kill them, and then, separate them from the pack. Get them divide and conquer style. Shank
You
'em.
want to split their party?
Accurate. I can't guarantee it'll work perfectly, but they can't be right next to each other 100% of the time, and as long as someone can break my connection to the portal once they're pulled through it, then there's no or we can keep them here for as long enough for me to close it myself. Then we're good to go.
I think you can close it yourself, no?
I can,
Yeah.
but it's sort of like
He can, but here's basically how it would function. Sasha casts Gate, pulls one through. If you have held actions, your held actions go through, then I ask for a roll for initiative. Sasha can break it on her turn, because she has to feasibly have a turn in order to know this is happening. In other words, it's a way of going, okay, instead of going, I'm going to use this, then can't use your reaction, because if you do it too early, then they don't come through. If you do it too late, then they have a chance to leave. So
Bumping it would be what, the spell magic? Because the counterspell won't work.
Yeah, it would have to be Dispel Magic.
Or I just drop it, but or if someone smacks me for like 2 damage, and I'll still.
I do have Dispel Magic prepared.
Can he choose to fail?
He can choose to fail the concentration save, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing
okay.
is that he can't end the concentration of his own volition until it starts his turn. In other words, somebody has to have taken their turn to begin the reaction to
Yeah,
occur.
so if someone is before him, they can
Yeah.
attack him.
Think of it like a reverse surprise round, where Sasha doesn't have the ability to use her
I
reaction
also
to
choose
stop
like,
it.
not have to minimize my armor class. Like, I'm bearing my fucking chest. open.
Making it easier for you to hit, yes, that gives advantage on someone's attacking, but your AC will still remain the same because you'll still have your shield and your armor.
Fair.
So you can give
We'll just
advantage
chuck
to
like
other
a-
people, but that's it.
We'll
But
just
doing
like chuck like a dexterity saving throw.
yeah, something like that. Just casual disintegrate, I'll be fine.
On the plus side, we
Um,
might get a.
Casual
On the
Casual
plus side, we might get a
disintegrate.
surprise round out of it, considering the fact they've been yanked through a portal.
Yeah, same regard as to why you wouldn't have a reaction in that regard, because you'd be using it in prep for their next setup.
Got
But then
got
that
a
will
lot
come
of
down
casual
to
disintegrate.
no, casual disintegrate.
Let's walk in. Hi! Zap! Someone falls to dust. It's Elsyan again.
It bounced off of the mirror nearby and hit Elsie.
Hits Elsyan in the back of the head. Touches their stuff. For fuck's sake. This point, this situation. This is Tuesday.
Mr. Prill, I don't feel so good.
God.
Good. I hope not. I just cast disintegrate on you. Why are you talking to me? Fuck off.
So, you're having this conversation currently in the cold environment. It's a cloudy, overcast, the ruined mud nearby. Having this conversation over the silent tongues. Kind of the formulating of this plan. What would you like to do from here?
We need to get back to the tavern and prepare. Your Mordenkainen's mansion lasts for 24 hours, right? Right, honey?
Yes. Don't have the spell slot for it. And...
Well, what I'm thinking is you spend a higher level spell slot for it. We go to sleep. Then in the morning, we summon them through and
It's like
fuck them up.
midday, right?
Right now it's midday, yes.
We do the prep now, but you know.
What prep do we need to do? Do people need to prepare different spells?
I'm all ready. I got everything ready for today.
I'm good as long as I don't have to spend high level spell slots.
I only have a 9th and a 6th left, and then the rest are picked from below.
Yeah, but I'm thinking we take a day on this, and we maximize the amount of stuff we have available. I know they've moved troops.
The thing is, though, they've just used Earthquake. So
they've also lost
if
a pretty
we've done it, yeah, so if we do it today, they might have less resources.
And they had to have used the gate as well earlier today, right? Because
Exactly. I suggest we bite the bullet and we just go for it.
All right.
How are you guys doing on spell slots?
I'm pretty good. I've spent 1 4th level spell slot.
Elsyan?
I've got a few chewed up, but I can't.
I tell a lie. I also spent a 2nd and no, not a 2nd, a 3rd level spell slot.
Well-
Wait, no, I was looking at the wrong page. I'm actually just great. It's literally just a 4th level spell slot. I'm amazing.
Can I?
Sorry.
Thank you. I'm missing a 1st, a 3rd, a 4th, and a 7th. I can't get the 7th back, but I can get the other 3 back. Easily.
Yeah.
Thanks to Arcane Recovery.
But we will need you to spend 1 on the Mordenkainen's magical mansion.
Not if we're waiting till tomorrow. Not if we're not waiting till tomorrow.
You literally just said we're not waiting till tomorrow because you said you wanted to just go on and do with this.
Yeah, So if we're not, I don't need to spend a spell slot to cast Magnificent Mansion. Thought we were doing that just to sleep in. Or am I very confused?
No. What you said was, I think we should just get on and do this.
Yes.
When we were saying, do we do this today or do we sleep?
Here's the I think here's the confusion. Sam, to use gate, you have to be in a different plane of existence.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
I'm with you now.
You get it? Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm with you. So what you tell me, I should use Wish to cast Dimension.
Just use your 7th, no?
Eight.
My
Oh, yeah,
7th
you've
is
got
out.
7th.
I can use my 8th. I'll use my 8th for that. Now I know what it's for. Yeah, fine. So
And
I
then-
thought for some reason we using
Sasha.
it to sleep in so it can't be
I
spied
will say
on.
this: we could alternatively use demiplane if that's chill.
Yeah, I don't want to fight in Demiplane though.
Too
It
small.
is
We
quite
work out as too
Yeah.
small.
Too
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, Magnificent Mansion, although there are limits, we can do better
Uh,
with making it a larger.
just
could al-
before we do anything, Sasha, do you have gate prepared?
Yes,
Okay, good.
Do you have Magic Circle?
I do actually have magic circle.
You haven't prepared.
Let me double check. I think I did prepare it because I was considering setting this up
mentioned this
earlier,
before,
but let me
yeah.
check.
Is the intention to fight in the mansion?
Yes, I do
Yes.
have magic circle set up.
Okay, in which case,
Um,
your largest room that you have access to in the mansion is the dining room.
I believe we were going to convert it into a
Wasn't
fighting
there
pit. That was the
A pit's gonna be dug.
Yeah, I think the
Yes.
You can, and I can just draw a circle, but
Yeah, but it's literally just gonna be.
Yeah, we
Okay,
could.
guys, this is
A
this
dirty
is,
hole.
No,
it is
Elsyan
Elsyan's
doesn't know how
mansion.
he
So,
feels about
Elsyan, what
building
would
a
you
dirty
like?
hole. Elsyan doesn't want. The only dirty hole he's got in his place is the joking
What if we?
one.
What if
in
we just
Rook's room.
enhance the shithole?
No, we're not gonna.
I've
We're
used
not,
it.
okay, we are not fighting inside Rook's bedroom.
All right,
Um,
fine.
Honestly, the dining room is fancy enough. It can be used as a ballroom as well. So sure, we'll do
Yeah.
it there. That's like a fighting pit, but nicer decor.
Okay. In which case, I'm just going to draw the general shape of what you have.
'Cause I also don't want to fight in just a big circle. That's just so dull.
Mm.
I'm thinking of terrain on the battle map. It's important. You can stand on tables and fall over. I mean, and
Uh,
fight from the high ground.
Also, if we want a target, I believe we should start with her mother. I believe she's the one that
What I
earthquaked
was
us.
thinking as well.
You heard muttering, and you heard a voice. It's not 100% sure, but
I personally believe that it was her.
yes. That may or may not be influenced by me saying her, but
No,
regardless.
it's not, because I believe I remember it was her that was mostly keeping track of us with Scry.
She's also not protected from divination, so far as we're aware. It seems like they are going to greater lengths to keep Goiva safe. There's more chance the gate wouldn't work.
Yeah, I hate how right you are. But also, if we do gate now, then they're less likely to put up defenses for a gate.
Elsyan, where would you like the table?
If we use it on one of them, then the other one is more likely.
Just so I
to
know,
defend
what's this
against.
up here?
This is the staircase that goes on either side that leads up to your quarters.
Leads up to my quarters.
This is the
Excellent.
door
So-
that leads to all of everybody else's quarters in that wing, and this is the front door with the porch.
Clearly, Chris, the stairs are supposed to go. Not the stairs. The table's supposed to go down the middle there, and of course, there's a big chair for Elsyan and a little chair for Sasha up the top.
Okay.
Or Sasha can have a little chair at the bottom. I don't know yet. Just Elsyan's giving himself a big fancy elven chair.
And everybody else gets stools.
No, they get chairs with good lumbar
No, this is me
support.
not wanting to draw his chair for every single spot.
Okay, that's fine. But they are chairs with decent lumbar support for each of their races. Thank you.
Hold on, let me make an adjustment here.
Would
Then.
my chair be bigger than Elsyan's?
The seat of it is
There you go.
yes.
You can tell which
Elsyan
one's
needed-
Rook's is.
Elsyan needed the biggest, wanted the biggest backrest. So that's all fancy with a load of like tree symbolism, tree symbols on it, and like seem like it's made out of branches, but it's so comfortable. It's your posture. And has a cup holder. Why? Doesn't need it. You've got a table in front of you, but it has a cup holder.
What is
Pioneer.
this strange contraption?
It's a circle, Sasha, to hold a cup. Places the cup in slowly to the hole.
But isn't that what your hand's for?
Ah,
Mind
don't
blown.
No, but here's the thing, voice in the sky. You now don't have to hold it when you don't want to. I know! You could do other things with those hands.
oh.
Like attack someone with an axe.
Exactly.
Or cast a spell.
Like attack someone with an axe, or cast a two-handed spell. Now, technically all spells are one-handed, but shh.
Cast a two-handed spell.
What is a two-handed? Fireball. Fireball's two-handed, let's face it. Fireball's two-handed. If you're casting it with one hand, you're doing it wrong.
Like a buffed up version of Disintegrate called Kamehameha. Or
What?
Kamehameha, apparently. I hate that fact, by the way.
Americans.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
What about Americans?
So,
I hate them. Sudz, I don't count you.
You committed the gravest sin of all time. You pronounced Kamehameha as Kamehameha.
Who does that?
Some Americans.
Heathens.
anywho, are you cut?
No,
Where?
but let's carry on with our xenophobia.
So, what are you doing here?
Clear out the table. Probably be the main thing.
Well, I mean, this is
Ah.
I've put this here because this is where you're doing it. Where are you casting your magnificent mansion? Right here in the middle of the open space.
No, we'll go back to the tavern.
Okay, how are you getting to the tavern?
As long as we're good to spend the spell slot on that, yeah.
I'm not out. Teleportation circle.
If we're not good to do it, then we'll just hop on in here. I'm
Okay.
down with whatever.
Okay, so Bern, you start casting teleportation. So,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay, that's fine.
you
And
begin
he uses his aid.
looking around. It's covered in mud around here. There's not really much of a surface for teleportation circle.
Then we got mold earth. Anyone? Anyone?
Can't
Looks
I
like
just
a-
on like the piece
big
of
bit
rubble
of
from
wall.
the house? Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I have mold earth.
Mold some earth.
Hold
You
on,
can
let's
turn mud
see if
to
there
stone
is.
or something,
What if I
can't you?
did Ralph Frost to harden the ground?
We've got a lot of options here. Chris, I feel like we've got a lot of options here.
I know. I just want to know creativity because this could take up time.
I would say mold earth.
Rook, can you pick up a giant piece of wall for me?
Yeah, sure. All right.
Casual. Hey, can you just like pick up this ruined
Okay.
wall? Cheers,
Uh,
bud.
Large bit that I can either pick up, or if there's a large bit that I could lay down.
Most of it's rubble,
Great.
and with it being kind of difficult terrain around here, it's a little bit hard to maneuver. You can try and find one. Whether it will be buried beyond lifting or whether it's big enough is hard to tell. But you can go ahead and try.
Technically, I'm still a dragon, so if there's one buried, I can help get it out.
It's
I
fair.
like how he clarified that
True, yeah.
technically.
Okay.
I mean, by the end of it, I was a dragon. So
What are we rolling for that?
I'm
And I'm
still a dragon.
assuming
I'll
with
say
advantage from Sudz?
I'll say make this an athletics check with advantage, yeah. And I will say
Oh yeah.
Bern, what was your investigation check here?
Trash.
Okay, good to know.
It's 5.
It's
Okay.
24.
Okay. You begin to pull up bits of rubble, trying to see if you can find any. None are of a suitable size for you to work with, needing a good 10 foot by 10 foot, and most of it being crushed wood, splinters, large bits of stone which have crumbled and broken apart from their mortar. There's very little to actually find and work with.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you may have mold earth, but you are currently a dragon, so.
That is true. Actually,
Dragons are famously capable of using spells.
haha, 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 haha. Just
Haha.
remember the thingy.
The
give
thingy?
me-
You
give me-
remember the thingy, guys?
Give me 1 sec. I gotta find this one. Haha! No, that's not the right one. Oh wait, that's right. It's on the It's a separate character sheet, right?
So what were you looking
Right.
for?
I'm looking for one of Featherwing's spells.
I'm just going to be starting grabbing some bricks and using using mending on them to make a large enough area.
Okay. So you start doing that.
Are the catacombs still intact?
You should see me pull out a magical
Possibly.
bubbling torch.
You can walk there if you want. It is a 20-minute walk from the house.
Okay, that's fine. Then.
Nah, I don't think that would actually work.
I mean, I'm assuming some of the floor is still left here.
Yeah, it's just
I mean,
buried. The problem is you need to clear a space. And you need to try and find a way. Because most of it's been upturned. Because, in an earthquake, wooden flooring tends not to survive.
True.
How about the roof?
Was there no was there like a road or?
It was just a mud path.
How
The
about
closest
roof?
there was light cobbles, but that still isn't a consistent
Damn
surface.
them and their peasant infrastructure.
Why don't they just? Why don't we go with Elsyan's beam? Just freeze the earth.
You can?
Wait, is someone saying something Elsyan's doing is a good idea?
I mean, what
The end times are
what kind of
upon us.
surface is needed for teleport circle?
No, a 10 by 10 foot area which is solid. Then you need to be able to draw on it with chalk. Mud is notoriously not very good at drawing on with chalk. Stone and wood are perfect, but they're both destroyed thanks to the earthquake.
What if it's like solid ground, like you know how ground gets when it's been
Yeah, when it's
like
frosted.
cold out?
If the chalk works, then that will be fine. And if it's solid enough to take chalk, then that will be fine.
You know what? I've got some chalk of my own. So actually, give me a second. Sorry, I'm just remembering something. If I could have some
Yeah.
magic ritual
Also
spell.
going to be using
Also,
Storm
I'm
with this
also
fire effect to
remembering
just
something.
slam the mud into a solid surface as I'm going. Speed things up a bit.
You're going to use mud as mortar, effectively.
Yeah, basically, because I mean it dries into a solid, so why not?
That's fair. Do you want to wait for it to dry?
Well, no, I'm using the divine strikes and
Okay.
Oh, and men.
Horde Storm to just sort of like turn it all into fire.
Don't mind me, I'm just going to make a clay wall real quick.
I'm just doing like this, making a flat surface while everyone else is discussing things.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the thought of us just discussing going through these different ideas. There's just Sasha in the background, just getting it done.
Also, Sasha, go ahead and use your artisan strikes thing.
I mean, if it doesn't cost you anything, then yeah, go for it.
Artisan strikes? What?
The one that you have for being a forged domain cleric.
The channel divinity one.
Yeah, the Channel Divinity Artisans thingy.
Artisan's blessing. Yes.
Yeah. We'll say that you use that, and with some mud, some brick nearby, and a mixture of the mending cantrip, you spend a good 30 seconds to a minute repairing a section of wall sufficient enough and hardening it with otherwise wet mud and clay to form a sizable surface that Bern can use for teleportation circle.
No, I'm telling you, if we just freeze the ground, then
I'm done.
We'll have enough.
Honey, I'm done.
Not now, Sasha. Just come on. Let's try there
No, Elsyan, I'm done.
No. Sasha,
Elsyan,
I'm
look.
trying to. See, why didn't we just do that to begin with? God.
We ready to go? We good to go?
Yeah.
If we've got a solution, let's get moving.
Okay.
I don't know. I like this ice idea.
But look, Malcom, I appreciate the support, but this is already here, and the fact that my partner didn't decide to discuss this with me beforehand, before I made a fool of myself.
I'm sorry,
You
I
don't-
tried,
you
but
don't
you were
need
too
Sasha
busy
to help
talking
with
about
that.
your ice thingy.
Okay. I had an idea, Sasha, and Elsyan said it says he's reluctantly getting onto this circle that's not iced.
Okay. Bern, go ahead and mark off the chalk and the spell points needed to cast teleportation circle.
Yep.
As you cast teleportation circle, you're all lifted into the air and you shoot back to your tavern, I believe. Unless you want to go elsewhere.
Hey, Emperor, how do you want to join us in ganking Queglod?
We should go to the
Let's go back to the tavern. Let's keep it simple. Let's not complicate this any more than it needs to be.
Let's keep it simple, keep it quick, Keep it
Is
easy.
it possible to go to the Ornament
Keep
of
it
the
simple,
here?
stupids.
Is there a possibility
Oh
to go to
my God.
Ornament Ravine from here? There's no teleportation
Teleportation circle
circle
won't
you
work
know
out.
in Ornament Ravine, unfortunately.
We're not spending the.
Aw.
So, like, we know we already know that like teleporting out of Oromance Ravine is bad. I don't want to know how bad teleporting into.
Well, I'm
Oromance-
still curious how that Anishag made it out of Ornament Ravine to make it to our wedding. I'm still curious about that, and she needs her own like campaign just for that one mission.
I mean, if
Polymorph.
she lives there, she can probably get around pretty easily. You can walk out, and then
Just
the real question is, how did she get the letter?
Honestly, we like said that was like just a normal postman. Like
you sent that from Ravens, yeah.
you just sent ravens. Like those ravens, they're hardy.
I actually feel kind of bad now that you mention it. Like I didn't think before.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we should go back to the tavern and make the mention there.
What? Yes, of course.
Maybe she's got like a PO
Okay.
box or something.
Arriving, yeah, sure. Arriving back at the tavern. You land, you see the simulacrum of Abod is otherwise kind of sat there, kind of just leaning back, twiddling his thumbs, looking over a few papers. As you otherwise arrive, he turns, just kind of gives you a courteous nod as you go about your business. What would you like to do?
Hey, Abod.
Hi.
Abod.
They managed to grab you out of the ring all right?
The ring?
The ring of mind shielding? The one I gave you to put your consciousness into? No? Did that not work?
I mean, I'm still that same simulacrum.
What did you? What? Did you?
No, he didn't die.
Oh yeah, right. You didn't die. Oh shit. Sorry. I got confused. What with all the murders going on recently.
That's fair. But
Sasha,
yes, fine. Thank you for the ring, though.
Cool.
Oh boy. Right,
We're gonna kill the Prills, by the way. So that'll be fun.
right. Just let me rest for a while, as I would like a short rest, please.
I'm gonna
Whatever
go get
works
bacon
for you.
sandwich.
Everyone, short rests for all.
Is that IRL or
Reconvene in
in-game?
20 minutes. Reconvene in
Oh,
half an hour.
Oh, I have actually got bacon. No, I can't justify.
I
buying
would
one
like
off
to
the
use
bacon
up a
sandwich.
few of my hit dice. Actually, now that I think about it.
I too am gonna do the same.
So taking a short
I
rest?
do, I'm also gonna do the same.
Short rest.
Okay.
I took no damage,
I
so
did no damage.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Uh,
Also,
yeah.
Chris, I'm going to
No.
be using my Arcane Recovery to get my first, third, and fourth level spell slots back.
Yep,
Okay,
that
so
sounds
I'm
good to
going
me.
Need rerolling 5d8 to determine my hit dice.
That's actually a real. That's a real like. I need to use Arcane Recovery more because it's just good.
23.
It's
plus
good for short. It's good for
20.
short rests. It will allows wizards to be better than other casters, with the exception of
'cause
Warlock in that regard.
It allows me
23,
to
43. Lovely. That puts me up to exactly my full
right now
health.
because at 18th level I can get 9 levels worth of spells back as long as they're not above 6th. It's lovely. Right, it died. 1.
Arcane recovery, motherfuckers. It's the real MVP of wizards.
Pretty good. Yeah. So you take a short rest. Otherwise, grabbing some bacon sandwiches with Elsyan concentrating and focusing on his magic in hand and mind. Otherwise, beginning to harness it and concentrate it in certain manners. You recover up your some of your spells. The rest of you do the same thing to a degree. Taking some time, concentrating, regaining your channel divinities, regaining some any used second winds or action surges on your part, Rook. And any other features that you may have otherwise used. Wild shapes for you, Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to hit.
Indomitable long or short rest.
Indomitable is a long rest.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
used
mine-
one.
right.
You've used one, yeah, because of the...
With hit die, do we get our cons mod with it?
Yes, you do.
Cool.
And Bern, I believe you can either choose to reroll your temporary hit points or you can choose to heal. So if you took any temporary hit point damage, you
I
can
can
roll now.
reroll them?
Yeah, it's just equal to half of your hit point count. You roll that many d6s.
Yeah,
So you
but
can-
I thought it was like once for a long rest.
No. When you take a short rest, you can choose between healing your actual hit points or gaining your temporary hit points back.
Okay. Cool.
But your temporary hit points obviously scales down, because if you use some hit die, then it goes down as well.
Chris.
Yep.
Am I able to use hit die for Shattercrest?
Yeah, that's fine. I believe Shadowcrest has
D10s.
D10s, but I believe Shadowcrest also has 8 or 10 of them.
I
Scabby
believe
do?
I'm just going with the challenge rating, which is 10.
No, it's not the challenge rating. It's the. Does it say in brackets next to the hit points what the number is? It should say something like something D10.
17 D10.
So 17 hit dice then.
Okay.
Do I
Does
mark
Gabby
down
have
12?
any?
What's Gabby's setup? Does she have the same thing?
No. I mean, it's what you put into my character sheet.
So so that's right. I needed to actually give Gabby her hit die count. So she has a D10 because she's large.
Okay.
And I'm just going to double check the regular hit points for a griffin real quick,
Wow.
and then I will send you the. Because she's a buffed up version, she gets more than normal.
And I am also going. I'm also going to drink one of my health potions.
I will also
go
be
for it.
taking this opportunity to set up the magic circle in the magic mansion once we get there.
Okay.
Let me quickly do the math for Gabby.
Perfect. Back up to full health.
Gabby is a D10. She would probably have, say that. How many hit points would she have now? Okay, so she has one more.
7? Almost. Wow.
Okay, so Gabby has 10 D10.
D10. Cool.
Yeah. So Gabby has 10 D10 hit points.
8.
So that means that you have 10 hit dice to use, and they are D10s for healing.
Awesome. Awesome. Not that she took any damage, but
No, but
Good
for
to
now,
know for future
I'll
reference.
add it to her character sheet after the session. Or to her stat block, sorry. So, you take your short rest, you eat up your bacon sandwiches. What would you like to do?
Right then. I wouldn't go to cast my Magnificent Mansion.
Where would you like to cast it? More specifically, where's the doorway?
Should just slap it down in the middle of the tavern.
right in the middle.
Define the
our
middle of the
backyard.
town.
Right. Well, we're going to be closing the door after we go through, so
No, I know.
it doesn't matter. But just to dissuade the concerns of everyone else.
You know, let's take this. Let's take this upstairs.
Um.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Phrasing.
Look,
Take
if you
this
want
up.
we need to discuss this, and if you want to do anything like that, you must also ask permission from your wife as well.
Oh, my room is right next to yours.
So you hear everything then?
Yeah.
Oh no, you hear everything. Anyway, enough of this. Enough of Elsyan definitely being the bottom.
Okay, just as a general note, it can still be opened from the inside by someone else. So it allows you to turn the door invisible from the other side and designate who can enter. But
Fuck it.
anyone
Okay.
can leave. This is the reason I'm asking where the door is.
Guys, Elsyan's a dramatic bitch. Fuck it, let's do it on the stage. Let's do it on the stage.
She leaves, murders all your guests.
Fuck it. I'm okay with this. How about you guys?
I'm good with whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think there is a safe place to put it here.
I
We
don't
put it
know.
up
Somewhere.
Right, if we put it up,
somewhere that if she escapes, no.
I mean, the fighting pit.
I could put it down in the basement in the
yeah.
fighting pit.
Have a
Leave
fighting
one
pit
fighting
one
pit
way
to
or
enough
another.
fighting pit. Yeah.
Leaves one fighting pit. Comes up the next fighting pit. We need to find a way to set up a third fighting pit.
Right, what if you do a Magnificent Mansion inside my Magnificent Mansion?
Oh, I wish I
Not
could.
looking to get exploded, okay?
Okay, I mean, if we
That's
have a
what's
night to
weird.
rest, I could theoretically do Temple of the Gods, but that feels a bit like. Really?
Anyway, okay,
No.
let's open this in the fighting pit.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
fuck it, in the center of the fighting pit. No, not in the center. To the side of the fighting pit, just in case we like to pop out and in the middle of like two guys punching each other. I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest. So like against this wall, Chris.
Hold on.
I have an idea.
Go on.
A place where nobody is.
Oh, that's boring.
No, I want to go a place where nobody is, and she's not gonna murder everybody if she gets out.
Look, if she gets out, then we're dead anyway.
What is your suggestion, Sudz?
There was a place that I went to in the underground of Adamantia where I procured some exotic meat and took Bessie for a walk. Mr. Chris, can we go there?
Who is Bessie, by the
Okay.
way?
You head down.
Salamander.
Okay.
Bessie was the Cerberus.
You guys
What's-
are far too calm.
I mean, where is this place specifically? If it's just in the Undercity, what's
It is underneath the Undercity, inside of a series of catacombs that were infested with various creatures that feed Bessie.
That there are no creatures around to fuck with us.
No, the creatures that otherwise existed there have since been eaten, mostly, and there isn't that much
Some were
down
brought
there.
back.
Yeah.
Some were brought back for food.
Yeah, but Bessie's moved on since because she had to move elsewhere, so she otherwise hasn't been down there in a while, so something could inhabit this area. It could be completely empty. You're level 17/18. You're level 18, there we go. So I think you can handle a CR2 giant grub. So
Yeah, but that's just...
How long is it going to take us to get there?
I don't know, like, I believe it took, 20 minutes to walk there?
20 minutes to go down to or 15 minutes to walk down to the Undercity, and then you'd need to speak to Rahal, get clearance, go through, and getting clearance usually takes about 3 minutes with Rahal.
Honestly, if she's in the Undercity and wants to go on or even underneath the Undercity and wants to go on a rampage, she's going to, and she's going to get out and kill everyone anyway.
Yeah, but down there, they're more prepared for something like this than up here.
The catacombs.
I just
There's
think it's...
not
I
bodies
think,
there, is
I
there?
think it's just complicating the plans for the sake of complicating plans, and that's a fair point, actually.
Not give her an army.
It's not like she couldn't get here if she wanted to. So, look, it's just... If we go into a Magnificent Mansion, we close the door, there's no way for her to get out.
Well,
she'll just teleport
she
out.
can get out, but that's a risk anywhere. Let's just open it up.
Stick something in front of the door, unless the only way she'll have enough time to get that out and get away is if she's killed us. After which point, it's not our problem.
Again, you do realize you can make the doorway to the outside completely disappear.
Yeah, from the outside inwards.
You can't do that from the inside.
Outwards. No.
Oh.
You choose where one entrance is located. The entrance shimmers faintly with a 5-foot wide and 10-foot tall. You and any creature you designate when you cast a spell can enter the extra-dimensional space, dwelling as long as the portal remains open. You can open or close the portal if you are within 30 feet of it. While closed, the portal is invisible. So...
I mean, it's a closed portal, so it's not like you can leave through it.
No, but it specifically means enter. So if you were to close the portal and make it invisible from the outside, it stops stuff from entering, but it doesn't stop you guys from leaving.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
No, it just says that it's closed. It doesn't specify.
Yeah, but you can...
Actually, Chris, looking at it, any creature that myself or I designate can enter it, except for sentence, you can open or close the portal if you're within 30 feet of it. Elsyan can open or close the portal. The portal is both ways.
Okay.
So, just Elsyan can open and close the portal.
Yeah.
A door's a port. A door in of itself is a portal to a room. And that's from both sides. If a door is shut, it's shut on both sides.
Now, I will say, if we all die and this spell ends, then yes. She will be shunted out to where we met before.
Where the spell ends. But that's if we all die. And at that point, I don't think we care anymore.
At that point, I'm like,
this stops her from running away, which is the important.
So
we should probably warn someone. We should warn Abbott about what's coming.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good
hopefully
idea.
isn't coming, but yeah.
Overall, just tell someone what's going on and be like, hey, if a crazy bitch comes out of here, we've
Blow her
died,
up.
kill her.
Ooh, wait.
So I should have noticed that earlier, Chris. I apologise.
That's fine.
I'm just double checking to make sure there's not.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm doing the same thing.
But yeah, it's where it's a separate sentence. If it was a comma, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But a separate sentence, and that matters. And there's grammar and punctuation and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if there's any questions on that sort of thing. No, that's when it's placed
Yeah.
where it is.
But then again, ultimately, you are the DM. You've got ultimate ruling.
Yeah.
If you built this encounter and then tried to escape, and that's just, I don't want to kill the encounter like that.
No, I think that should be fine.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just when I was reading it, I was like, okay, so you can close the portal, but then that means that Elsyan can stop you guys from leaving, because then that also comes into question, are you designating her to enter the space, therefore can you gate her into it? Which then comes into question, can she then leave of her own volition? So that's where a bunch of things like get complicated. I will say that if you close the doorway, no one can leave, including your allies.
Yep.
And
Which keep Elsyan up.
which means that if Elsyan dies, then none of you can leave. You have to wait until the time passes.
Also fine. We're used to waiting on his lazy dead ass.
However, I will also state for that same reason that you will have to make whoever you're targeting with the gate spell, you will have to designate her as a worthy target to come in. I will allow that across the extra dimensions when you cast the spell, but you need to decide before you go into the mansion.
This does mean we guarantee that the other one can't jump through the portal. No one else can jump through the portal to her.
This is true.
So that's what I'm going to be doing then, which means we can open this anywhere. I suggest I do it upstairs or just somewhere close by, because Elsyan ain't walking far.
Yeah.
You weak wizard boy. Fuck it, let's just do this.
Let's just do it in like a cupboard or something.
Yeah.
As long as there's no people in sight the moment she gets out the door, she's likely to just plane shift away.
The bathroom cupboard?
Yeah,
Bathroom cupboard.
fuck it.
The
Sure.
bathroom cupboard.
Okay. That's going to be fun if your cleaner's in there and just suddenly someone pops out. It's like, oh, hi, you must be Queglod's mother. Zap.
Your daughter is incredibly messy. You should have taught. Oh god, I'm dead.
So-
I'm a ghost. I kept talking while dying. What the fuck?
So, going into your bathroom, going in towards where the dresser is, where you otherwise hang the various dressing robes and towels, you go open the door and cast Magnificent Mansion. Who are you designating? be pulled
I
in.
am designating all of the party and Queglod's mother. That's correct, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It might be more specific. It might be better to more.
What's her name again?
It.
Jalila Prill.
Delilah.
However, I will also make this clear. This then means that you'd have to recast Magnificent Mansion if you then wish to pull in Goyava. Because he wouldn't be a designated target and he's not within 30 feet for the additional targeting thereafter.
I think that's fine.
So if you want to pull one, you mention one. If you want to pull both, you have to mention both.
I think we just stick with Queglod's mum for now. Make it so that we can face them one by one.
Divide and conquer, baby.
Okay.
Split their party.
So, you cast the gates, heading inwards to your tavern. Please, or your tavern, heading into your area. Go ahead and place yourself. Queglod, your bird is small again for the sake of everything. If you wish to bring Gabby and Shattercrest, please also place them.
Where are we putting the portal?
Nope, Shattercrest's the wrong side. Wait. Nope,
You
that's the right size
No,
for Shattercrest.
Shattercrest. Yeah, that's right size. I haven't used the thing for a bit, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, I just
she
picked up on the
can't leave
tiles.
through the portal, right?
She can't leave through the portal, provided Elsyan makes it invisible. If that happens and Elsyan dies, you then can't leave.
I am going to be okay. Presuming we've removed the table here by the time we get through this,
Nah.
I'm making. Okay, Sam, remove the table.
It's Sam's choice.
Farnsworth, remove the table.
Yes,
and prepare all the servants for battle.
They
They-
cannot
yes,
do that.
sir.
They cannot help at all. But
They can
Elsin likes
cheer.
the thought of armored Farnsworths about the place.
I will say
It-
one thing is
Yeah.
noted: they are technically unseen servants, but they cannot attack inside of here. So if you wish
I
to,
know.
you could spend, I don't know, an hour giving each of them a command once she's been summoned to attack her for 1 point of damage each, with a +4 to hit. But I'll let you decide if it's worth your action
No,
to spend
It's
to the
really
Farnsworth to
fucking
attack.
not worth that. As cool as the idea is to swarm her with Farnsworths, no.
Okay, so we'll assume the table isn't here. We'll
By
assume the
1,000
table's...
cuts.
Okay, we'll remove the chairs as well, but we will leave Elsyan's throne in place.
Yes.
Of course. As Elsyan, while they're doing this, has sat on his throne.
Okay.
So,
Can we
what
say
I'm going
we
to do
block-
here,
Can we
I'm
block
gonna,
both of these doors?
Yes. All doors
this-
have been removed.
Block the doors.
Otherwise,
This one is automatically closed. This one is automatically closed and made invisible. This
Okay.
this one would have to be manually closed, as with this one, and you can lock them. But that
Right.
then
Lock
means
them and
that
block them, it's fine.
You can-
Lock them and
Put,
block
like,
them.
a cupboard over them.
And
what would you like
Chris,
to cover
can
them
I
over
say-
with?
I mean,
We had
Farnsworths.
chairs, right?
Oh, you had chairs and tables, so I'll say you block them.
Farnsworths.
Yeah, Farnsworths. Oh, that's what they're doing. They're creating a meat wall. Got it.
Yeah, they are meat walls.
An
Um,
an
All of the
unseen.
corridors beyond here are just
an
flooded
unseen
with
wall of
Farnsworths.
no.
See that this door up here sort of opens into the big room. But I'm assuming that's little bits of doors
Yeah.
poking out there. So that's a shame. Because there's another way we could just pile bodies of Farnsworths behind it.
I will say this: all of the corridors are filled with the hundreds of Farnsworths that you have in your magnificent mansion. So they are just piled up and all kind of.
They are just there, just passing
They're
teas
just there.
through.
They're just gonna body block her.
Yeah.
Guys, if you ever want a cup of tea during the fight, just go to one of the doors. One will be passed to you.
I don't.
Good to know.
If you don't want
Provides
tea, we do have
1
juice.
point of healing.
I will say that Farnsworths, because they can't necessarily body block, they'll be considered difficult terrain, and they'll make the terrain outside of this room difficult for movement purposes.
That's fine.
But they will
That's
move out of
more-
the way for you guys.
Exactly. Like
So-
Elsyan's giving very detailed instructions from his throne.
Mm.
And yes.
So
Okay.
I'm going
how...
to quickly run through this.
Mhm.
I would like this to be listened to. I'm creating the magic circle here in this area.
I can do it here, and I'll summon the portal here.
No, I will be making the portal. We can orient the portal in any direction. I will have it be placed above the magic circle and drop down directly into it. That way, there's no way to get out of it.
Okay. Magic Circle's 10-foot radius, so it's bigger than the area you noted.
10-foot radius. I thought it was a 10-foot area. Okay. That's absolutely fine. It doesn't really matter either way. I can still do it. It will be an inverted magic circle, so the thing inside it can't get out.
What
As
do you
long as it's one of the creatures
So
that
how
you
does it work?
designate.
We can do anything to it, but it can't do anything to us, or what?
Yes, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets outside of the cylinder, because I need to flip these around in my head. Targets outside the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature. The creature inside the cylinder cannot willingly leave the cylinder by non-magical means. If the creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to do so, it must first succeed on a charisma saving throw. This is the flipped version of it, so if
It
you
would be
read through
worse,
the...
though, trying to counterspell attempts to leave.
Yes,
Yes.
that is a solid,
Yeah.
solid...
Or attempts to dispel magic the circle.
Now, also fair, also very fair.
Yes.
The
I will be,
advantage of us having the numbers advantage is we can just sort of do that.
yeah, I will be saving my reaction to counterspell every time.
I can't spell, you can't spell, I can't spell, you can't spell, I can't spell, you
Okay,
can't spell.
everyone be outside of the area.
Theoretically,
Yeah,
we can actually enter into the circle. It's just they can't leave it.
Except
do
for
we get the-
Bern, because Bern is
Except
undead.
for Bern. Okay,
Yeah, but
but
I'm
Bern's
undead.
not a melee fighter, is he?
No,
I mean,
yeah, I
Bern,
can just send in
Bern
my
can
weapon,
go
right?
inside. He
Yeah, he just can't get
pretend
let
to
out.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can
Then
just send in my weapon, it's fine.
Hey guys,
Here's-
we
no,
can
here's
do
the
like
thing.
an undead cage match.
so in this instance, you've got it inverted the other way round. So if Bern ever ends up going on ends up on the inside of it, he then can't leave
Cannot,
and
yeah.
so on.
Yeah.
Right then.
I can just send in my weapon to attack it.
That's a risk that I am willing to take.
So choose one or more of the following types. So I don't know why you'd be one or more, just to choose all of them, I guess.
Just in case.
Just in
I don't think
case.
anyone else here is a
Are you
fae.
gonna
or-
leave
Unless there's
If
If you're
anything you do want
specifically
to
trying to
change.
catch a fae and you've got like an undead in your party, then maybe.
Sudz?
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
Under
you're
these
allied with, or you're
circumstances.
allied with a
putting this?
fae, and
I
you've got...
can't hear what you're saying.
I said, where are you putting this? Because it was on like the edge here.
I mean, that's where he is, in the center spot.
Yeah, I would suggest pulling him out because he's currently inside the circle.
What happens when
Hmm.
the circle procs?
I mean,
So-
the circle is propped from the moment I set it up.
Okay, so is it a bad thing us being in the circle?
You get no.
There's no
benefit
benefits
from the
or
circle.
issues with it.
So, holy
wanna be able
water
to
or
hit
powdered
Only gonna
silver and
affect, like,
iron.
the
I
undead
think we said
fiends.
Which I
100
picked up last session.
This
as I
session,
believe.
so that's the 100 GP, so part of that is consumed.
Wait, so it affects Celestials, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, Undead. Okay.
Yes, whichever ones you wish to designate.
So
Probably.
there's no.
I'm gonna designate fiends, undead,
Just proc.
and fae.
We don't have any celestial or whatever allies. Just I'd say proc them all just in case.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
Even if we did, it would just mean that if they go in the circle, they can't leave again.
Yeah.
So does that mean that I
No,
can't?
paid
Because I'm
match.
technically half.
No,
Thing.
you're a humanoid, mate.
You're a
Yeah,
humanoid.
with Tiefling.
Nice
Oh
try.
no, he is correct because he is because he's an ascended Tiefling because he took the feat. He is part fiend actually. So
Actually,
yeah,
what?
you can't enter without, or you can't
Question,
leave if you
what
enter the
if
circle.
he's polymorphed into a dragon?
Same thing because of the way his wild shape keeps. He keeps all of his features from being a druid, which means he keeps his stuff.
What's this?
from
That's
race.
that's made him a.
So he's
That's-
taken.
that's wild
he's-
shape,
he's
though, not
taken.
polymorph.
Yeah, he's taken a custom feat which allows him to basically advance his tiefling nature. So he now has wings. He now has a stronger
okay.
tail,
Right.
and he
I'm with ya.
actively has the ability to speak to other fiends in a likewise manner.
So
Um,
okay, so this is effectively given him the fiend.
It's given him the
tag.
fiend tag as well as giving him a fly speed, which also benefits from
Fair
his
enough.
monk stuff.
Okay.
I'm just gonna designate
And
undead.
and one no, it altered your spells, didn't it? To
Anyway.
Yeah.
The rest of the details doesn't matter
yeah.
for us. For now.
So undead.
I think you, if there's reasons to not do fiend, then fine. But I think you should do all the others.
Okay.
Yeah, just do all that.
Undead and all the others.
Okay.
But not fiend.
Undead, all the others, but not fiend. Okay.
Means if
Good
they
to
turn
know.
out to be demons in disguise, then the magic circle's worthless.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that is feeling eminently possible. I want that known.
And
I mean,
It
I'm
is,
fine
it's
with you
like-
designating.
a portal to throw them out directly onto them.
Yes, I am making the portal above there on the roof, so there's no secondary side to it. It just
Are
falls.
you using it or am I?
I can use it if you like. Well, what's your what other 9th level spells do you have?
Let's see. I can use.
I don't think
Heartstop.
Meteor.
Heartstop doesn't work on them though, does it?
If they're undead,
No.
probably doesn't.
If they're undead, then no. But
Yeah.
at that point, the magic
I can
circle
use
works.
a
So it's up
9th
to you.
level ethereal incineration on them.
Blow up the rest of your party. as well.
Can we
Oh
not
my
destroy
God.
magnificent? Okay, right. I want you to remember my mention is by definition magnificent. Can we
Okay.
please not destroy it?
I've got mass heal, so I think having that in reserve is pretty reasonable. If you're alright
Yeah.
with that, Bern.
I'm just gonna back up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Does Elsyan sit on his throne? Yes. Sorry.
My other 9th level is Meteor Swarm, which.
Useful, not necessarily in this situation.
Again,
Excessive.
can we please not destroy my mention?
Just to
So just to
just to
clarify.
describe its magnificence. The room that you are otherwise in is a relatively large room compared to the usual that's allowed, as it has conjoined 4 of the sections together, allowing it to be a 40 by 40 but has 20 foot in height around this. Hanging chandeliers and various decorations hang from the ceiling, making it an effective height of 15 feet up. And the decorations on the floor have been removed. The rest of it is a beautifully carved and otherwise varnished floor. Various glass windows hang on the side with curtains that drape across them, which are for more scenery purposes than exits and entrances. A few doors litter around the room, and a staircase that otherwise lies behind Elsyan, with the large golden red cushioned throne in which he sits.
Okay.
Okay, right. I've got one question. Queglod, do your parents have legendary resistances that we know of?
I have no idea. I don't believe we've ever attempted to fight them.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I'm using it, Sasha? That's right?
If that's alright with you, just because I can mass heal and get everyone up
That's
pretty damn
fine.
quick.
Okay,
Okay.
so
And just checking, that doesn't affect undead, correct?
No, it does not affect undead. You
Okay,
will be fucked if
Okay, cool.
I. Oh,
That's
don't get hit, Bern.
well, attacks against
I'm
you will
okay.
have disadvantage because you're outside the circle.
Yeah, but
So just be
spells won't.
careful.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd
spell
say
attack
so, yeah.
rolls will.
Spell attack rolls, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. The rest of us should prepare at least one thing that, as
Yeah.
a
So
ready
are
action.
we gonna...
I'm going to prepare.
Is someone gonna dispel my portal? Or how?
Yeah, I was planning on preparing a Dispel Magic on it, just a third level one. 'Cause
Do
you
we
can
need to?
you can choose to fail it if I do use Dispel Magic on it, right?
Yeah, he can choose to fail, but you still have to roll to actually break the concentration. So because it's a 9th on his part, you'd then have to cast Dispel Magic, roll high enough to break the actual magic itself, and then he
Okay,
can
what
choose
have I
to
do-
fail.
Okay,
Question,
Infernal,
do
how,
we
how,
need-
how
do
do you
we
feel about
need
me
to
just
do this?
smacking you?
If he slaps me and I take a point of damage,
You can
I
choose
just
to fail.
fail?
Yeah.
Okay. That works.
Okay,
Slaps
but just
on
to
my turn or is
clarify-
it on Sasha's turn? Hello?
But
It
just-
would be
just-
on my turn.
Hold on, Simon, what were you going to say?
But just to clarify, there's no point in this, right? Because they can't leave because of the magic circle.
Oh,
and
okay,
no one
it's
can follow them in.
disadvantage to leave.
Because the
Well,
gate stays open, because it's concentration still, they can actually leave. They just have to make the charisma saving throw. If they have legendary resistances, they can just walk right through.
okay.
So,
Okay.
again, they'd have to fly, so we are making this harder,
Yeah, don't
but
worry,
there's
there you
only
go.
so much I can do, and I don't know.
Okay, that's fine then.
I don't know if Dispel
Uh,
Magic is a good
Again,
shout,
we're
but-
not doing Dispel Magic, I'm slapping Bern.
Yeah.
Fair
he can-
Can it be someone with that's gonna be a little bit faster? No offense,
Okay.
but
Phew.
me and you are kind of slow.
Well, that's a held action. I mean,
It's a held action, so it will proc the moment the gate goes through and the
okay,
moment she
held action,
lands.
right.
But it then means that basically all of you won't have reactions if you're holding your action. That's why it's the whole problem of you using gate to summon them.
So you use Gate, my hold action procs, their hold action to stab, well, or basically, you guys just be ready for
Wait,
make
we
sure
won't
that
have
any
reactions?
spellcasters, you'd have your reaction, because you'd be using
Alright.
Gate, and
Yeah,
then
I
you'd
would
be
have
able to
my
use the
reaction.
counterspell.
Right.
Sam, you don't do a hold action, be ready with counterspell.
Nope.
Anyone who doesn't have counterspell, be ready to do some sort of damage once they come through.
Oh, I'm gonna
Malcolm,
go
I believe
crazy.
you need setup, right? Do you want to do that now, or?
And we'll be doing my setup when it's 10 minutes before we actually, or about
We've already sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Any-
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I just want to make sure that
That
10
it
minutes
doesn't
won't
time
pass.
out.
And
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
We'll say that you do your setup beforehand. So what's your setup exactly? It's Shillelagh, Split.
no. If I'm not gonna be going into dragon form this time,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just gonna be casting spells.
Okay.
Yeah, get is an action, so whenever you're ready, I can just go.
Give me half a sec, please.
Yeah,
When-
no
Double check.
worries.
when he activates, or as he's going to activate Gate, I'll activate Haste.
My
Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I would like everyone to roll me for initiative, and then I will go down the order and ask your held actions / what you are doing, just to make this simpler, and so I already have an initiative order ready for the go.
Well, I'm last.
Oops, no, the top one, the top one.
Okay, this
Don't
will
press
help.
at the top.
Haha! Slow, he said, motherfucker!
Well,
Natural
no,
20!
I have one.
Okay, so
Can I keep my initiative for this?
the initiative will carry over. Yeah, this is the
Yay!
this is the general initiative because I'm also rolling for Delilah now as well, just for the heads up on this.
Ugh, good.
Lila Prill.
Delilah
Such a
Prill,
nice
indeed.
name for such an awful woman.
Yeah, well, but hey, Queglod, maybe you find out that your mum was mind wiped and is actually a good person, and then shouted her at your own wedding.
That's fine.
Maybe.
Yeah, but Queglod's like, that's fine. I'm not getting married at the age of 100 and something, and I'm gonna die once this campaign's over.
Probably. Maybe I won't die. Who knows?
Maybe she
Well,
won't.
that's
Maybe
probably
she'll
not.
live forever because the Raven Queen forgets to collect her debt.
You're right. Just 100 and something. That's far too young to be getting married. Elsyan shouldn't be married yet, to be honest. He's should have at least another 50 years before he got married. But
Mm.
he just found the dwarf for him.
But by that point, Sasha's technically older than him, so...
Yeah, he couldn't allow that to happen.
So, going down. 25 to 20, anyone?
Natural 20 with a -1.
So
I don't know,
24.
that's 24. Yeah. My action will be a held action to once Jalila is come through the portal in the circle. I am going to smack Infernal with Forge Storm.
Okay.
Forge Storm, Jesus, okay.
Okay, look.
Here's
I
the
need to
thing.
make sure I hit you.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because you can
Yeah.
give Sasha advantage, but if she goes for a slap and she's just rolling for an unarmed attack, if she
okay.
misses, then that doesn't go through, which means that a lot of your plan suddenly just
That's
poofs.
Yeah.
Your weapon doesn't have like any anti-undead on it?
It does not have any anti-undead. It does mean that you gain no resistance to fire damage, but I don't think you had any resistance to fire damage in the first place.
No, but I had a scroll.
And it'll only be dealing 1d8 plus my strength mod, because I'm not going to be doing my divine strikes on it.
Nope, that's fair, because the intention is to knock concentration out. And I'll say when you roll your damage, you'll half the dice roll only.
Yay!
Just because you're not intending to do actual damage, you're intending to do enough to knock him.
Yeah.
For that sort of thing. Okay.
Snap out of it, you motherfucker!
Okay, so 20 to 15 then, please.
15.
19.
Oh, God.
15, 19 on Rook. Anyone else?
15.
Okay, so 15 on you and 19 on you. Okay, so Rook, what is your held action?
Just before I'm gonna be using haste, and then I'm gonna hold an attack.
Okay. So just before the portal is summoned, you're going to use haste and hold your attack. Good to know.
Hold my attack with action surge.
Okay, keep in mind while you're on Gabby, you can attack within the 1 tile range around Gabby.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind that if she spawns on this bit here, then you won't be able to attack her.
Can Gabby hold an attack to move forward?
Gabby
I'll
can
hold her
can
thing.
hold her movement to move forward. Yeah,
Okay, cool. Gabby will hold her movement. I'll hold my attack.
Okay.
I'll allow that. Just in case, but I believe you have control over gate. But just making that clear. Elsyan, what would you like to do?
I am going to be sitting back with my reaction, just waiting for any stupid spells being cast.
Okay. Would you
So,
like to? You can still hold without actually using your reaction.
Okay.
So, for example, if you wanted to, you could turn around and say,
Okay.
"I'd like to hold a firebolt for if she's been there for a short time and hasn't done anything." So that would be at the beginning before your turn, you cast firebolt as your reaction. Then your turn begins.
I'd like to do that with Elvish Blast then, please.
Okay. Good to know.
But you do still have your reaction in case.
Yes, he can choose not to take his chosen held action in response to a different reaction if he wants to.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just needed to make sure because we need.
No,
this.
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
why I'm making it clear for that sort of thing.
Take a deep breath, relax, we're
okay.
going to be fine.
15 to 10. 10 to 5.
6.
Maybe we're not going to be fine.
9 on Malcolm, did you say?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So
Don't worry,
Malcolm,
Sam,
with
I
you
can
next.
spell
What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, right now I'm making Shattercrest bigger. 'Cause, yeah,
Okay.
I was trying to say that, but
No, that's fine. So your pre-actions were to make Shadowcrest bigger. Okay.
and hold an action for casting. I'm gonna go big, and I'm gonna go with a 7th level Call Lightning.
Okay.
For when she
Uh,
basically lands. When she lands, I cast it, and then
okay. Keep in mind that will
Strike
mean that
with it.
Shattercrest is inside of the Cool Lightning Cloud because the
I can designate where it goes, and I can make it to where it just hits her because there's nobody else on like this side, so I can angle it to where I can hit her and nobody else. Because it's only 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm just checking the whole. It creates a cylinder up in the air, centered on a point you can see within range. You can see the point. The cloud is up at the top, so it's basically the 10-foot portion of the top of the area here, or the ceiling, will be cloud.
Then she will
Um,
fall through clouds first.
She will fall through clouds first, but this means that that if she goes up 10 feet, you can't hit her with Cool Lightning. And Shattercrest also has light obscuring when trying to see out of it, so minus 2 to her perception. and +2 to the AC of people she's trying to hit.
Okay.
So holding that. So go ahead and mark the spell slot off for that. Your concentration will hold for that. Next in the initiative order, Queglod. What would you like to
Nothing
do?
fancy. I'm just holding a called Elvish Blast.
Okay.
For the moment she shows up.
Yep, no worries. And Bern, what did you roll?
I rolled a 2, it's a 1.
So it's a total of 1. Okay. Okay. So what would you like to do as your held action? Oh no, your held action
I
is
don't
gate.
have a held action.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't.
waiting.
Yeah,
I'm just
yours is the
using
gate.
and then I'm just having a reaction ready to counter.
Okay. I think now is the time to change the music for this.
As you fools! She was the Magnificent Mansion this entire time!
No.
Dun, dun.
I need a lot more dice.
Yeah, Sasha, have some
What do you
temporary
mean?
hit points, sure.
Thanks. I don't worry.
Awful
I
advice.
appreciate it.
They'll fade when you cast gate, by the way, because they last one round. Remember?
Noise.
It's at the end of my turn, right?
Yeah, which would then be on your next turn using gate. So, oh wait, no, because you'll be using
because
that
it's
and
a
then
cantrip,
using
it's a
gate.
bonus
Okay,
action, yeah.
so Sasha
have a
gain
question.
44 plus. What's your con mod?
My con mod or
Your con mod, yeah.
4?
Okay,
15
so
hit points.
15 temporary hit points.
Is that 15 from the D4s or is that 15 for?
That's 15 with the plus one.
Altogether.
Okay.
Uh,
Right. That's actually a significant chunk of HP. I'm very happy.
I got a question that I've been meaning to ask Chris.
Mhm.
Is it possible to give Featherwing the decant of endless water and he can use it if he speaks the word?
Unfortunately not, because Featherwing is too small to carry it, and also can't activate magical items.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Okay.
clarify this earlier. Should I lose the 12 D6 that I rolled for temporary hit points for my dice?
The 12?
Yeah, my hit die, 12 D6.
Oh, no. Well, when you gain the temporary hit points, you don't lose any of those hit die, because it's just equal to half of your count. Okay. Do we want to take a quick break before we begin, or do you want to do the fight first?
I think a quick break before
Okay.
we begin.
Everyone gets
Yeah.
prepped and ready.
So
And
before this begins, we will take a quick few minutes break. Do not take too long. We will be back in 1 or 2 minutes. And remember what your held action is, everybody. I will be going through your held actions one by one. I have not written them down. So keep that in
Chris, can I
mind.
have like
Okay.
12 more D20s?
Sure. You know what? Because of how many you're using, I'm just going to spawn them up here.
Yeah, fair. And then
Remember, you can't action surge on a held action.
Can
How
I not?
many-
No.
Okay. Fair, that's still going to be a fair bit.
How many D10s
Do you have
need?
advantage on targets, or?
Yeah, because I'm on Gabby. If
Oh,
she's
that's
smaller than
right.
Gabby.
Which she is. So that will still be 6 attacks because of the haste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, that's nasty.
Ouch. And if she survives the first round, that's 9 attacks.
Oh, that's nasty. All right. Well, I'm going to quickly be right back, and then we shall begin with
Alright.
this. So grab your snacks, grab your drink, grab your cups of tea and biscuits. We'll be back in a mo.
Don't worry, I've already got a can of cider ready. Oh, it's lukewarm. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if she makes it the first round. All of us held attacks.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Ooh. Do you want
Hope
to,
she's
Sudz?
ready.
Huh?
Do you want
I'm
to?
back. Yes.
Okay. In which case, you can change that to the 8th level. Then that's fine.
I subconsciously held back, thinking that I was going to do dragon shenanigans, and then
And then
remembered I'm
said
not
you weren't
going
going
to.
to. Yeah, fair enough.
Remembered I'm not going to.
Okay, let's see. What soundtrack do I want to use for this?
My improved critical is 18, 19, or 20, isn't it?
18, 19, and 20, yes.
Okay, it wasn't actually updated on my character sheet. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay,
How
that's fair.
many do I need? I need
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3,
So let's change it to this one. I like this one.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Gonna need to set these aside.
So it's going to be interesting.
Now, out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
if she came in and cast anti-magic sphere, what would happen?
The entire place would be torn out, and you'd all be vomited out into the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, the extra dimensional space would fold in on itself, you'd all be vomited out, and I'd say that there would probably be a reroll for initiative, because at this point everybody's surprised by this.
What's happened?
No, nothing's happened, it's just Malcom asked if she cast anti-magic sphere, what would happen? The entire plane and everything in it would fold in and destroy itself, so you'd all be vomited out. I'd ask for a reroll of initiative, and it would be an everyone surprise action. Or surprise round. So this would determine who goes first, how things come into play, that sort of thing. Because at this point it's effectively a new combat.
Yeah.
And we're all definitely not fitting in that bathroom.
Yeah, you're not fitting in that bathroom, so some of you are going to be thrown out to the nearest occupied space, which would either be outside or in the other room, because of your placement. So it would mean that there
Push
would
it
be...
back in the cupboard.
So, yeah.
Lock her in a cupboard. See what happens. Beat her up like the nerd she is.
Favoured foe, if I hit the first hit, applies the d4 to every hit, right?
It applies the d4 to 1 hit per round.
1 hit per round, okay. Right.
Yes. Good to get these questions out of the way now, but while we're still waiting on some people to come back. Still waiting on Simon, Infernal, and... Okay, Infernal's here. So we're still waiting on Simon and Harlan to come back then.
I'm gonna... Let's kill Queglod's mum, yeah?
I'm gonna quickly read Gate, because it was mentioned that it can be made on a surface, vertical, like in the air, so I'm gonna quickly check.
Yeah, that's what Sasha said, so I was going with it, but...
You conjure a
ready. Wait, what-
portal linked to an unoccupied space you can see within range to a precise location on a different plane of existence. The portal is a circular opening which you can make 5 to 20 feet in diameter. You can orientate the portal in any direction you choose. The portal lasts for the duration.
Correct. As
Well, there's a
oriented
front
any way
and
you
a
choose
back
means
on
I can
each
shove it on the
one.
ceiling and
Yep.
shoot him down into the...
That's one of the things I wanted to check. Portal has a front and a back on each plane. Where it appears, travel through the portal is possible only by moving through its front. Anything that does so instantly transported to the other plane, appearing in the unoccupied space nearest to the portal. Deities and other planar rulers can prevent the portal created by the spell by opening it in their presence or anywhere within their domains. When you cast the spell, you can speak the name of a specific creature. A pseudonym, title, or nickname doesn't work. If that creature is on a plane other than the one you are on, the portal opens in the named creature's immediate vicinity and draws the creature through it to the nearest unoccupied space on your side of the portal. You gain no special powers over the creature, and it's free to act as the DM deems appropriate. It might leave, attack, or help. Okay.
There's something I want to ask. If you legally change your name, does this stop people from using your previous name?
No.
So what's the difference between chosen name and true name?
Yes. So the true name is what you are given at birth. Your chosen name is different. If you aren't given a name at birth, it is the first name that you are given. So, for example, Bern, in your situation, you weren't given a name because you were an orphan. For that reason, you chose your new name, so no one can gate you currently. Because no one knows your true name.
Hey, Bern, I'm going to give you a name of Bern. Done.
He's already got a name. He has his own name, but Bern is the name that he has from... Because his orphan name is different from his name that he was given by the...
Yeah, only the person that left me at the orphanage knows my name.
Yeah.
Oh God, it wasn't even your parents were killed. It's just you were left there.
That was undecided. It was just he was in an orphanage.
Yeah.
Is Bern's parents about somewhere?
Now, the main thing that I will say about because of that, some creatures, such as dragons, choose names with titles. This means that they do not have an actual name that you would know. So, for example, Ringar, that's his name that he is given, not the name that he was born with, because he is a dragon. So he gave himself another name, so you can't summon him. Same goes with other ancient dragons. Same as if you tried with Webval. You'd need his actual name in Ancient Draconic to summon him, whereas Webval, the Blistering Vanquisher, isn't actually his name. It's a title.
Does that mean
the purple dragon as well? We can't do that to him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
One other question is, why are there so many dice out here?
Because Rook's got a haste plus a held action.
Just say Rook. Just that's all you need to say.
Oh, right. 16 billion attacks.
I mean, I might not have those, but I have 8d10.
I might not have that, but I do have 4d10.
I might not have that, but I can give Rook another 8d10.
Oh my god, that'd be glorious.
It's only on one attack per turn, and you still have
no.
rolls involved.
Should
But
have done that before, fuck.
So,
about NASCAR.
You haven't actually increased Rook's size.
are you using an enlarged reduced potion?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Did I not say? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Me and Gabby, I've marked 2 off of my inventory.
Oh, okay. I did not hear that.
That's what the D4s are for.
Right. That makes sense. Let me get bigger Gabby and bigger Rook.
Again, there is no issue with them being on or in the circle. I want to make that clear.
Where would you like to put yourself?
Yeah.
Where I was.
Where you were, just bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
Ever since it was activated,
Malcom, given this situation and me now knowing this, did you want to position yourself 1 square up so that if she does land in this tile, you can actually see her without issue?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. It's just something that I hadn't...
dealing with this as it comes.
No, that's fine. I hadn't accounted for it, and you have time to prepare this stuff. So,
Just watch
with
as
this,
things get big, scoots over a little bit.
Bern,
Yeah, I
you're
can see
casting...
that.
Bern, you're the one casting this, correct?
Legate. Yes.
Okay. You reach your hand up. The magic extending from your hand, you feel it violently surging through your wrist and your palm and shooting out as the rest of you watch as it strikes the top of the ceiling. A almost strangely opalescent and starry dark material forms across the surface of the ceiling. A light, almost white cloud begins to form around it before it turns dark, grey and red. As this occurs, you watch as the starry material in the interior dissipates slightly, and you see into the interior of another room. You see what looks to be a almost stone-cut chamber, one that looks vaguely familiar. As you watch as a form of Jalila Prill falls through. I'm going to roll an acrobatics check for her. This will be a disadvantage because she's being pulled into the gate from this. In this situation, she's being pulled from standing up to falling. Okay. That is a good roll from her. So she falls, otherwise landing on the floor around immediately in a sense of awareness and mild preparedness.
Ah, shit.
She seems not necessarily ready for you to have cast this, but she doesn't seem to be surprised.
Fuck.
That's not necessarily a problem and
That's
not
not
necessarily
necessarily-
unexpected.
Anyway.
As
Smackety smack!
Get
I will
the thwack.
Yep, as I will go down the initiative order and go through your held actions. So, first off, Sasha, you're at the top of the initiative.
I know, I'm as surprised as you are. I will be using my held action.
Go ahead and roll with advantage versus Bern.
Okay. What's your AC, by the way?
You're quiet. You're quiet, Infernal. We can't hear you.
Does it beat a, do you
Hello?
beat a 28?
Yeah, that hits me. Don't worry.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage. It's a D8 halved, and then plus your modifier. Wrong button.
Oh.
There you go. Yay!
1! Minimum
Plus?
damage. Plus 4.
Is this with the plus of your hammer as well?
Yes, that is... oh, right, it's a plus 3 weapon. Fuck.
So
So
8
that'll be
damage.
8
Okay.
damage. Sorry.
Bern, you take 8 damage, and the concentration on gate fades.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, next held action is Rook.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Let me quickly get her tile.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
that would be a good thing.
She got. Oh boy, he
I'll try
got.
and position her here, by the way. Just
You'll try and position her there. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, he's so small.
She is.
I'm actually struggling to. That's it.
He's a halfling, guys. Come on.
I feel bad because I feel like I'm beating a
Oh
child.
no. Oh no.
There you go. There's the art, just so you
That's
can
a
see
tie.
it.
I was like, what the
Just
fuck are you
remember,
going?
she's like a more bitchy version of Queglod.
She's the one
Oh,
to be
God.
less feared.
Yeah.
So,
He's also
Rook.
at least a couple hundred years old.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I think next
I
Masters.
hate how like young your mother looks.
Second wave.
Second wave.
19s are a crit, aren't they?
So are 18s at this point.
18s.
Or 18, yeah.
Okay, so
Three
what?
crits.
So hold on. Let me quickly do this. You have 3 crits, correct?
Yep.
1, 2, yeah.
Go ahead and roll your dice. I think. Wait. Hold on. What is your hit? This matters actually.
What is my to hit plus
You're using
15?
great weapon, master.
I'm double
Can
checking.
I use it on a hold?
You've already rolled, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If you hadn't rolled and you declared it, then I would have allowed it. But because you've already rolled,
I mean, he's still not adding his plus yet. So
My
He-
plus is plus
it-
9
plus-
slashing,
it-
and
it-
my hit's 15.
The point is that because he's already rolled and he knows he's got high rolls even with advantage. He now knows he can afford to send through the Great Weapon Master. So because it
That's a
wasn't
shame.
yeah,
That's alright. I've got
That's
my
fine.
next turn.
that's fine. So
If I
what is the lowest you have to hit? 25. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lowest is a 10. Oh no. Yeah, lowest is a 10 on this one, sorry.
Yeah.
So yes, that is a 25 to hit, which will hit, surprisingly. So
Oh, well, there you go.
buttons and stuff like that,
so
or-
all of the roll the damage and you are adding how much modifier? What is your modifier?
Plus 9.
So that is with a times 6, so that is
Oh my
plus
God.
54 damage, re-rolling 1s and 2s.
Oh boy.
This one.
Oh Jesus!
It's not over yet.
This one. These two. These three actually.
So
And the
this
two
is
up
6
there as
times
well.
9, that's
Can I
plus
re-roll that one?
54.
6 times 9 plus 54.
Oh, there you go.
102.
102 plus 54 is 156 points of damage.
Guys,
Just
should
for
we just
reference,
leave?
that
Should we-
that alone would have downed Queglod.
Guys,
And
should
you
we-
say that you need,
should we just leave and walk away?
and you were afraid of fighting Ringa. I mean, in this exact scenario, probably not, but
Yeah.
if it were in this situation, he wouldn't have fit through the portal. So,
Yeah, I think Ringar would have been fucked if he came here. Not gonna
well, no,
lie.
his head would have poked through the port. His snout would have poked through the portal,
right,
leaving a
right,
20-foot
If his
diameter.
head goes through the portal and then we close the portal.
And that's another head for Rook. Yay!
He'd pop out. He'd pop out to the nearest unoccupied space connected to the rest of his body.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine that when teleportation spells became a thing, that there's a lot of horrible accidents.
Until they
And
engage
it's like
safety
all
stealing.
spells like thousands of years ago just went, fuck it, we need to put like this one like safety bit on the incantation.
So
Right.
with that, so
She's dead.
no, she's not dead.
Oh,
with
damn it.
Fuck.
with Sasha taking her turn, she otherwise slaps Bern over the back of the head. The concentration fades and the portal closes above. With this opportunity, Rook swings down with the haste swinging wildly and rapidly towards her. As each strike is made, even though she's got the smaller form and begins to almost try and duck out of the way, being unprepared in this manner, the cuts are made and slice across her form. She is grievously wounded after those series of attacks.
Innocently
Elsyan.
bloodied?
Very much so.
Elsyan! Okay, right. Nowhere near as oppressive, but these are 4 Eldritch Blasts coming to her as my held action.
Okay, so you're going to actively cast the 4
That's
Eldritch
gonna-
Blasts then?
That's gonna be your
Does that
reaction.
mean you can
That
don't
means
get
he
the
won't be able
counterspell?
to counterspell, but it does mean that he'll be able to get 4 Eldritch Blasts in, but she is very much
No,
bloodied.
Your choice.
Damn.
It's your choice.
Alright.
That means we're just gonna have 1 counterspell left.
What have we got? Okay, then no.
Well, the thing is, Bern doesn't have his reaction to counterspell.
I don't?
No, because
No.
otherwise you would have been able to close the gate.
That
What?
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, why would it?
He closed the gate because he
he
lost
used the
concentration.
Yeah, I
He
used gate as
activated
an
it.
action.
Yeah,
I
he
never
used it as
held
an
my
action,
action.
and then I smacked him to break him out of it. That
Okay.
doesn't use up a reaction. He still has his reaction by all reasons.
That was the entire point. I don't
Yeah.
use my hold. I don't hold an action, so I have my reaction.
Yeah, because we all of our hold action
Okay.
were based on his normal action. He wasn't holding anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way, I'm not gonna do the Eldritch Blasts because just in case we do need that counter spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Fair enough.
in case.
Malcolm.
Yes. I am casting my 8th level Call Lightning. Like, I
Okay.
was
So
going
she
to.
needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, she does.
Let's just bully Queglod's mum for a turn.
Gets to her turn and just leaves.
We've pushed her into a magic locker and are just kicking the shit out of her.
That is 13 points. Oh, 13 points. 13 on her save, sorry. Not 13 points.
Say, what? I take damage?
No, that's 13 on her save. Sorry, my brain just went, wait, no,
He
wrong one.
fails.
Oh boy.
38
38 points of
points
damage.
of fire damage.
Fire damage.
Fire lightning. I like my fire lightning.
You watch as her form collapses to the ground.
Yes.
Shit, her soul.
Does
Elsyan?
Yeah.
Shattercrest want to attack?
Uh,
She is a boss and she is technically humanoid, so I will allow that she does get death saves. So if you want to take your attacks to end those death saves, I will allow it.
When is Queglod in the initiative?
Queglod, what's your take?
Queglod's right after me, so.
So with Shattercrest's held action to attack, is Shattercrest attacking or holding off now?
Is it okay if I ask Queglod because this is actually
This is a held
kind of
action.
important?
No.
Okay.
This is a held action.
Yeah, we should have discussed this before.
I-
Oh well, no matter.
I understand.
Her soul can't be captured unless she's dead. Currently, she's unconscious.
Okay, her soul can't be captured unless she's dead, and I don't think the soul can be captured by the person if she's the one that kills him. So yes, because it won't take a whole turn for Queglod to get over here and take the soul.
Okay, with advantage in the situation. Okay, so she is now a corpse on the ground.
Okay. At the nearest available opportunity, I will run forward and try and get the soul. I don't know what's
Okay.
happening, like initiative-wise. I just want to get that.
Your turn comes around as you watch as she falls to the ground. You have your held action for Elvish Blast. What do you want to do? Release it.
Is this a turn or is it?
This is your held action.
Oh shit, held action.
Yeah, that's.
I forgot it was all held action stuff.
If it's any help, there's a strong possibility that her soul can't actually leave here until the magic circle's over either.
That's
She's
entirely
still an
plausible.
undead.
Yeah. There's not anything better we can do here. There's no point in casting the Eldritch Blast. So
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
I will not
I mean,
spend that.
it might just relieve some tension, just like get a few shots in.
Has this fight been
No,
comical to anyone else?
Queglod's mind is on other things.
Yeah,
now,
I'm waiting
so
for the
I'm
other
just-
shoe to drop.
So what do you want to do, Queglod? Do you want to fire
Um,
Eldritch Blast or leave it?
I'm not firing now.
Okay, so your Eldritch Blasts fade. Then it would drop down to Bern's turn. So back to the top of the initiative. Sasha.
Okay.
She is a corpse on the ground.
I will come up to the edge of the circle. And I see anything?
Not from what you can see, no. She's a corpse lying on the ground, very much bloodied with large cuts through her robes. Any gear that she had on her has been utterly destroyed by being struck by fire lightning and all that. So she is in no manner for this sort of thing. She is utterly destroyed.
Cool.
We're not the good guys anymore, are we?
We are the good guys. She's
No,
the worst guys. I think is the.
This was deserved.
So-
You're okay, but
Is there anything you want to do on your turn?
There's not really much I can do. I think I will prepare an action to cast. God, I'm trying to think of something that's like reasonable to cast that isn't completely useless. I will hold my action to cast Spirit Guardians if she suddenly like gets up again.
Lurches upright. Got it.
Yeah. Just like sort of like it, like very much prepared to go. Blah, blasted with holy magic.
Okay. End of that. Rook.
Gabby can tell her she's a good girl.
Okay.
There goes my turn.
All right. Elsyan.
Elsyan's just kind of sat there stunned, just... Well, as she stands up, I'm gonna blast her. So, on my turn, if she stands up, like alive and well, quote unquote, then
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I'll add your blast. And she seems hostile. No, it's just if she stands up. She should. If she stands up, something's very wrong. That will be my turn. Just holding that action.
Okay. Malcom.
If any funky shit happens, I'm blasting it with fire lightning.
All right. Queglod. Hold up. I'm going to describe what you see with Witch Sight. You watch as, in the ethereal plane, very much out of the rest of your companion's point of view, you watch as her spirit leaves, and you watch as a small tether connects to the body, leaving a very faint trace of spectral energy as she runs and breaches the circle, very much pushing through. As you see her ghost, which I'm going to flip over and move over here, run past and up this way.
Okay, how did it get through the circle? Because that's
She made a
undead.
charisma saving throw, and she used a legendary resistance.
I'm gonna put this forward. Even though she's on a separate plane, technically that's not a non-magical way of leaving it, is it? Because she is an undead.
Non-magical or extraplanar travel. Is the
Yeah.
wording.
An extra plane of
Oh, yeah,
travel
yeah.
this would be. Yeah.
Worth a try.
So this would be a charisma saving
Shit.
throw, which she had to do. So you watch as the spirit goes up, runs past Elsyan, and runs up the stairs. You watch this happen as the rest of your party is there. She did take... I counted her movement with a difficult terrain, even though she's a spirit.
So I just love
Yeah,
that
but the doors are closed. You note this, and you watch as her body lies there lifeless, as her spirit gets up and leaves.
It's if you resurrect the body.
I mean, she went through the wrong door.
She can't go through this door.
Yeah.
She's just trying to get elsewhere.
Yeah.
Is this door barred? What
Desperately
happened
start
to her?
You
drawing
can try and catch up
Yeah,
with her.
it's barred, but she's on the ethereal plane. She passed straight
Okay,
through the
guys,
doors and through
what-
Farnsworth.
Yeah, I know that. I just want to know if I can get through it.
Oh, you can physically open the doors, yeah, because they're not the doors out of the plane.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that
And
gonna
the thing
take?
won't stop you from
I'll say
moving
bonus
it.
action to just swing the door open, it's fine.
Yeah.
You'll just then have to deal with Farnsworths, who are then going to form a conga line or
Again, we did
unform a
establish-
conga line.
Yeah,
And
we
offer
did establish they
to-
will move out of the way for us. And
Yeah.
Queglod can move through people's spaces.
Yeah,
'cause she's
that's
small.
fine.
They will also offer tea.
This is also true. So you'll have several teacups and a archway of Farnsworths before you.
Okay, I'm just double checking what I can do to affect stuff on the ethereal plane.
Hey guys, welcome to Ghost Hunters. This is our episode. We're going through Elsyan's haunted mansion.
I mean, can't you just like straight up capture her?
Can,
Or is
but
Get inside the lamp! Get inside the lamp!
she can,
I mean-
but she's never had to deal with a live spirit trying to
Oh,
escape.
right, it's like a ghost. not a
Okay,
soul,
it's
right?
it's
She can try with the lantern. I'm not gonna say you can't. It's just gonna be a save on her part.
and
So after it will take some time, but there is a time where you will succeed and capture her.
Actually, hold on. What's the DC for your magic circle? I was looking at the wrong stat block. I want to see if she did use legendary
19.
resistance. No, she didn't need the legendary resistance, so that's fine. I can give her that back.
Hey,
Just
you
double check.
said you used the legendary resistance. You get to keep using the legendary resistance.
Harlan,
Oh, she's not got much going
do
for her.
do
actually,
not
let's
do
be
not
honest here.
poke the badger, because remember,
Well,
I was
fine.
looking at. I can give her Goiva's stat block if you like. If that's the case, she's still up.
Oh, good. We get another chance to
Good
murder.
to know.
It's up to-
No. Stop it.
No. Oh, you don't want to. Oh, okay. Good to know.
I'm
Okay,
teasing,
can I
I'm
can I
teasing.
do my turn now? please?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Right. So what does the bond between her and the body do anything?
No. You get a sense
No.
that this is how she did it. She left a portion of her soul as a faux death,
Okay.
and she escaped
So I-
because she couldn't be seen.
Holy shit. She pulled a Noblin.
Okay. So I can still collect the whole thing just by.
Yeah, the small bit that's left there is only a portion of her soul. She has escaped with the majority of it currently.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna yell out, "Spirits on the ethereal plane! It's still moving." I'm gonna throw this
5,
door
10,
open.
15, 20. Okay.
I don't think I have etherealness, I'm afraid, so...
Bonus
Kind
action
of
to
on
throw
your
open
own
this door, and then I'm going to brandish Nightmaker and attempt to draw the spirit in.
This will be your action. What is your DC?
My DC, I assume this is spell save DC.
This is spell save DC, and for her, this is a charisma saving throw.
This is a 21.
21. Good to know. That is a 26 on her part.
Okay.
As you strike the lantern outwards, trying to draw in her soul, she almost begins to scream and tear away as she pulls free, the lantern not able to grab onto her. I will say your DC has gone up by 2 because you have attempted it, and it will keep doing so until it succeeds.
Okay. Okay, cool.
She will still be able to use legendary resistances for this purpose, though.
That's fine. That's fine. This can't go on forever.
Basically,
Okay,
she's
well,
going to be like slowed down by all of the fuckers. And you
She's
just
on the
need to make-
ethereal plane, it's difficult terrain, but she bypasses the Farnsworths. So it's difficult terrain wherever she moves.
Oh, okay. That's great. So you'll just fucking have to keep moving like
If she's on the ethereal plane, can she attack?
She can't attack you guys can't attack her.
Okay. But
The only thing that
Nightmaker
can
still
is
works.
Nightmaker,
Okay.
which does mean that if
Okay.
she does go to cast a spell, none of you can stop her.
That's a problem, but
I-
I have no way of getting onto the ethereal plane, and I've made sure that everybody
I can-
who
wait.
might have a way knows. So that's about the extent of what I can do.
Don't worry. I've
And
got a
used my
plan.
action
If
bonus
she
action,
gets
so
away,
that
I
will
still have a
end my
9th
turn.
level gate.
Pull up
Just
that.
checking. You can't affect if she's on the ethereal plane, or just we
No.
can't do it because we can't see her.
No, you can't. Anything on the ethereal plane is unaffected by anything on the material plane, with the exception of if you are able to be on the material plane through something like, or the ethereal plane, like Blink, or with specific things that are very specifically enchanted
So
to
even
do
if
so.
you can see, you still
Etherealness
can't do
can as
anything.
well.
Etherealness
I believe
can, yeah. Blink and etherealness are the two things that allow you to interact with ethereal creatures.
I don't think Blink technically allows us, because you blink at the end of your turn and you turn up at the start of your turn.
Hold your action, baby!
Fair point.
And then hope you blink through, because if you don't, it doesn't do anything.
You just see Elgin spazzing out with just dancing from point to point. No, no, I've got a plan.
But no, nothing, unless it specifies otherwise, things can't affect the stuff on the ethereal plane.
It's like I can't cast Fireball and
Wait,
expect to
do we
affect
still
something.
have some of that dust, or
Use
did we
guard.
not taken up?
No, that was used up. Unless Queglod had more, but I know she used up
No.
at least a full.
Because I know there was enough for 3 people, but I don't know if we took it all.
Yeah. Guys, it's really not a big deal, because if she does get away, Queglod can just come back here. I gate her back into this because she is technically in a separate plane of existence, and then we do this again. Except she'll just be the spirit. She'll have to spend another legendary resistance to try and, or at least attempt to spend another legendary resistance to get out of circle, and then it's a matter of just like being
Okay.
like, we'll just keep going.
Well,
It's okay.
As I say, I've ended my turn, so
Okay. End of your turn, Queglod. Bern.
How high is this thing? Or what is this thing here?
It's just a simple staircase, so you can climb it as if it was regular terrain.
Okay. I was like, can I see Queglod if I go to like here?
No, you can't see Queglod currently because she's too high up and away from you.
I've got fancy
You can
banisters.
see
Oh,
you can see the farm
If I was to
first.
go like here, can
No.
I see her?
No, because it's an elevated surface. You'd need to run around
I'll
and go
fly
up
up then.
there. Okay, flying up.
Can I see her from here?
Yes, you can. If you're 5 feet off the ground, you can. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
You look down the corridor, you see just Queglod holding out the lantern. That's it.
Yeah.
And the Farnsworths, obviously.
Thank you, Chris.
What's Queglod's movement speed?
35 feet.
I shall use my action to bash to get up to her, and then I will quicken spell fly on her. So she has 60 feet of movement.
Okay.
If she wishes to.
Okay. Okay. So that's the end of your turn. You are now concentrating on fly.
Yes.
There's your concentration symbol.
I can cast. Can I say something at the end of my turn?
Okay.
I can cast True Seeing, and I can follow her with you if you want. And that's the end of my turn.
You'll get to reply on your turn, Queglod.
Yeah.
Sasha,
Hello.
what would you like to do?
I only know that she's disappeared, and I don't know enough to actually do anything. I haven't been able to think of a way for me to pull some bullshit here. As I said, my main thing is going to be just, if she escapes, gate her back in, because I can. So...
Skip for now?
I hate to say it, but
Actually, also, you said you were going to cast Spirit Guardians in case something funky happened. Are you casting
I said
Spirit Guardians?
if she stood back up, I haven't seen her stand back up.
Okay.
I
no.
said
In which
funky
case, you
yes,
lose
but
your
I-
spell slot.
It didn't feel reasonable for me to pull it off. I get it,
That's
but
fair.
yeah,
So that
as much
means
as I'd
that
like
your spell slot is used up there.
that's fine. Yeah, all I'm gonna do is prepare Toll the Dead if I see her
Okay.
like alive and or dead in some sort of spiritual form or physical form or something.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to come up with something reasonable to do if I'm honest.
Okay. Her turn. She is going to dash. She moves down the corridor, which otherwise goes on for a little bit longer before reaching the doorway to Elsyan's bedroom. Or Elsyan and Sasha's bedroom.
No.
Wait, no, not my fancy elven poster bed. And the because
Not
this is a
the
bed.
lewd knickknacks.
No,
Oh,
we don't.
Disrespect. A disintegrate bed.
Shit, they're gonna find the swing.
Oh no.
Uh,
Okay,
10,
enough of that. I think that's
10,
far enough.
15, 20, 25, 30.
So, what
What's her
happens
movement
if,
speed? Is it 30?
Her movement speed is 30, yeah.
what happens if we like just attack the soul enough to destroy it?
You'd have to be on the ethereal plane, but it's feasible.
I can do. I mean, I can do that. I have methods.
It's
Granted, it
it's
involves
feasible
wish.
and possible, but yes.
What happens to a soul that's been destroyed?
In this situation, the nature of her soul seems to be more of an incorporeal animation. If you damage it enough, it will become inanimate and will become stationary like any other soul.
Cool.
Cool. So it's a case of either Queglod gets to it or anyone that can.
Damages it
Right.
enough that it can't run away.
I mean, those that can are a small amount.
This is true. However, this is the way she escaped before.
Hmm. There's-
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
But-
makes sense.
And the way Goeva also escaped before.
Noted.
Well, that's fine. At least we've solved the mystery now.
Mm-hmm.
Elsyan is going to write a note to himself to learn
She would have
ethereal.
gotten away with it if it wasn't for the
Meddling
meddling.
kids.
Meddling which site? Oh, if it wasn't for her
I'm
meddling kid.
gonna do a quick
Hmm.
perception check for her. Okay, she looks around the room, she sees the ensuite. She is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, these doors are actually open, so you would have seen her run to the left there. Okay, that is the end of her turn. Rook, it is your turn.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do. I can't chase ghosts.
Pet Gabby.
Yeah, I'll just give Gabby another pat. Maybe
Okay.
tell Shatter Christie is a good boy, and then that'll be that.
Okay.
Shadowcrest grunts at you.
Yep. Shadowcrest is a girl. Anyway, Elsyan.
Look, it's undecided.
It is undecided,
What?
yeah. But anyway.
So she's gone all ephemeral and
Yep.
all shit. So Elsyan doesn't know etherealness, but what he does know is wish.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
What level was Etherealness?
Etherealness is a 7th level spell.
Oh, is it? Perfect. I thought it was
Yeah.
9th.
Yeah.
I was... Okay,
No,
I was...
no, it's not. Yeah.
Oh, good to know.
7th. Yeah, I'm gonna cast etherealness on myself
Okay.
using wish.
You...
Yeah.
Kind
Nice.
of giving an immediate
Yeah.
thought of... I wish I could be there. I wish I could stop her.
Yo. He can use it
And
at
then
8th
you...
level. Hold up, can I say something?
Yeah.
He can use it at 8th level and target up to 3 willing creatures.
No, I can't.
No, because he uses it base level with Wish.
Oh, base level of wish.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Wish is
if I
mean.
knew etherealness, I would be
Oh,
doing
he's just
this
using it at base level, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
if I-
Wish casts it at its base level. If you use a
Right,
9th
right,
level
right.
Wish spell to use False Life, it's still only 5 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it is. But...
It feels wrong, but
but
it
it
isn't.
is. Yeah.
That's
So, with that...
Yeah, casting etherealness. I am,
Now concentrating on it. And you're in the ethereal plane.
and etherealness. That would just be an action.
You can move in any direction. That is your action. However, you are currently considered difficult terrain while moving around.
Okay then. Well, so where'd that be able to get me if I just went as straight a line as possible?
So you have what movement speed?
I have pretty decent movement speed. It's 40. No, it's 30. I think because I had a ring of speed, but I got rid of it for something else.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That could get you to here. However, Queglod would be able to see you, but Bern wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay. You can also
Can fly through
pass.
Bern.
Yes, you can.
I just
as
feel
you're
a
the
chill
ethereal.
in my spine.
Yeah.
Also, the walls aren't there on the ethereal plane.
In
That
this
may have an effect.
in this instance, they are because it's a created dimension that's around a specific area. Elsyan, you look at your
Yes.
mansion; it's ugly. It's black and white textures with like the bits of purple mixed in for the missing texture
No.
thing.
No. No.
No, my
So-
aesthetic.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Just to clarify.
Interior design trauma. Okay, I can deal. I can deal with this. I don't like it, but I can deal. That's a 25 on my personal wisdom saving throw.
Now, does this mean that Queglod has no? Because it only affects creatures. It doesn't affect walls. So she has still been seeing the decor.
You know what? Because I don't want Queglod's mum to come around and just smack me up a bit, just because she can see me from there. Can I see her from here?
Yes, you can. Well, actually,
I don't like-
you'd be able to see through the doorway because it's open, but then the wall would be obstructing with
Fuck
the.
it, I'll stay
that.
where I am. I don't want to block off Queglod's view in case of anything. Because that was my action used.
Yep.
I can't do anything on a bonus action. Wait. No, I can't. That would involve using Misty Step,
Which is
Okay.
another spell, unfortunately.
which is another spell. Even
Yeah.
if I use my my special Fate Teleportation one.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Then that's my turn then. Give
Okay.
Queglod a thumbs up.
Okay. Alrighty then. So, end of Elsyan's turn. Malcolm, anything you want to do? Or hold action still for Fray Lightning stuff over here?
I mean, I said I would do it if anything funky happened. Something funky happened, so
The body's a little bit extra crispy.
I can't see what the funky thing that did happen was, but that's the next best thing. So
Keep
I do
trying the
that and I
body.
sit down.
Okay.
I do that and I sit down. I can't do anything in this situation.
Okay, Queglod. You see
Okay.
a ethereal Elsyan run past you. Well, float past you.
Okay, and I had
Thumbs up.
fly cast on me.
Yep, so you have 60 feet
Okay.
movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Opening the door is not an issue, so you can get to there perfectly easily enough.
Elsyan the friendly ghost.
Hmm?
Sorry.
What was that?
Elsyan the friendly ghost.
What was that, Simon?
I just said okie dokie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bern said something, right? And you said I can respond, but I forgot what
He
Bern
can
said.
he can cast True Sight on himself and help if you wish. Keep in mind, Bern, you still can't affect her even if you can see
Yeah, I
her.
was just checking. I thought on my turn that I could use counterspell or something like that if I could
No.
see her.
Elsyan at the moment is the only person who can cast Counterspell on
Yeah,
her.
that's fine.
Okay.
But I didn't know that.
Seeing that Elsyan is on the ethereal plane and thus can affect and be affected.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. We have this.
Oh,
Bern
boy.
just stands there and goes, "Who's we?"
Yes, we do have this.
Okay.
Brent is gonna think.
I'm gonna make
That
sure there's
he's
room
in the
for
way.
people to get here.
Yep, that's fine. Okay.
Okay. Just out of interest, if the spell ends on because he's concentrating on it.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. So Elsyan's corpse would puff onto the
Onto the material plane, yeah.
onto the material plane if he. It'd
Yep.
be interesting if he died to disintegration.
Just
Standing
pile of
where
ash.
he is on the real world, the pile
Pile
of ash
of
just
dust
falls
and
to you. You're like,
clothes
oh,
appear.
well, there goes Elsyan.
Poof.
Etherealness is not concentration.
Yeah, it is. Up to 8 hours.
It's up to 8 hours. It's not concentration.
He's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up to usually means.
No, you'd
Stay
think,
on.
Yeah.
but it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
specify.
Oh no,
so
that's
it's
because once it's gone, you can't go back in. I guess. Hold up. Hold on. I'm double checking the PHP for this because that's weird for it to say that.
It just says duration up to 8 hours. It doesn't have any
It's
concentration.
got no concentration. Yeah.
Because you can use your action to disable it, to dismiss
Interesting.
it. That's why it says up to 8 hours. So it's
Okay.
8 hour maximum,
Yeah.
but you can cancel it anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's written as 8 hours in Donjon, so I assume that's why.
Yeah. You're welcome.
That's how it's written on the book as well. So
You're
yeah.
welcome. It means your corpse will stay on the ethereal plane for a lot longer.
Forever, or at least 8 hours.
That's good to know
Okay.
though, because that means
Right.
that if you do happen to die there, it means that certain revivifying spells will be out the window. So
It means if you do happen to get hit there, and you wouldn't have to worry about maintaining your concentration.
this is true.
Yeah.
So I will
It's-
remove
it's-
the
It's a
concentration.
double-edged sword.
So
Yeah. Okay, I've moved up. Is an action again to
Christmas save, Christmas save, and the DC has gone up by 2, making it
so 23 now.
23. She's going to use one of her legendary resistances to resist it. It has gone up to 25 now.
Okay, and I can tell that she's having to do all that she can to.
Yeah, she is
Resist it. Like,
trying
it's
to tear away,
getting
and it is grabbing her. So I will do
Is she like
2 max.
losing bits of herself as she's being?
It is
torn
it's
apart?
not tearing anything apart from her, but it is meaning that when she tears away from it, she is becoming physically exhausted from the resisting of such magic.
Yes. Suffer.
Interesting.
Okay. End of your turn, Queglod. Bern. If you haven't got anything to do, do you wish to just end your turn and move on?
And Bern is still confused to who he is, so I'll go into the other room following her, but I can't really do anything.
Okay. You head into the other room, just stand there, admiring the Elsyan and Sasha's things.
Let's see, do I have
We have
Wait,
some.
let me check if I have a
faithful
spell I can
decor.
cast on Queglod. Hold on. Enlarge reduce wouldn't work on Queglod.
You could reduce her, make her tiny, but it would lose her fly, so...
Yeah, no, I have nothing else to buffer with.
Alright, you end your
Actually, I
turn.
do. I will beat her.
you're going to move into that space. Keep in mind that means that.
No, it's fine.
Actually, no, you can, because Elsyan can stand in your space without issue.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
Just go with it.
Just imagine if I end the spell there and then and appear inside Bern and we become some weird conglomeration of creatures.
You tear out to the nearest unoccupied space, and there's a moment of you both shiver, and you just go, "I was inside of you. I could see your teeth."
You need to get your back molars sorted out. They've got major cavities.
All right, so.
Hey, free dentistry.
Okay. Yeah, it just costs a 7th level spell. Okay, Sasha, I'll skip past you. I assume you're doing the same thing. Delilah?
I'm not going to do nothing. As I see, this just hasn't really been nothing really happening here. I'm going to come over this way just to sort of like make sure that if anyone screams or anything,
Right,
I can
10,
run in.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So doing a dash.
That was my intention.
Yeah.
Just like an area where I'm just sort of like, middle ground.
Okay. Queglod.
Sasha can't see me.
No.
You hear as she otherwise looks at you. You never made this easy. And you watch as she otherwise pulls her hand up, and you watch as a dimension door begins to appear from her palm.
Dimension door? That's a weird choice.
I ain't gonna get him out of here.
No, it's not, but... You
know what? I don't like that.
You forget something.
Okay, I don't like that no matter what happens. I can see her, right?
From here, you wouldn't be able to see her past... Actually, you know what? Make me a perception check to see if you can see her. You saw where Queglod went. So make me a perception check for this, yeah. And I'll roll a stealth check for her, I guess. Yeah,
Really?
Sure.
Because I'm going to tell you now, Chris, that's a 25.
Okay. It's an 8. Yeah, you can see her.
I can say, cool. I don't like her casting this spell, so fuck it. Counter spell.
A second here.
What level is Dimension Door? I know this because I have Dimension Door.
4th.
Thank
Yep.
you. Yeah, fourth level counter spell.
Okay. I'm gonna make a perception check to see if she knows you're there, because at the moment she's only really expecting Queglod. So roll me a stealth check. Just an indirect one.
I'm in danger.
That is a 26 on her part with that roll. This is going to be a moment of you both saw each other, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, it is. It's a case of just be staring across a ghostly room.
You made it sound so dramatic. I was picturing Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, I was imagining that as well, Simon.
Fine. Okay.
So she is
no drama.
So she is also going to do a 4th level counterspell back.
What? No, she can't counterspell a counterspell. That's counterspelling her spell. That's been a thing you told us we couldn't do for a while, right?
It's something that I'm not allowing in campaign 2, because it's something that I've been allowing through campaign 1, so I'm changing the rule to how it should work in campaign 2.
I see.
So, because it's before her turn ends, doesn't that mean she's cast a spell? Yeah.
No, because this is something which has been
even
pulled
from
before.
my end. That's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's also a matter of people have also pulled but it only states an action and a bonus action. It doesn't say anything about a reaction. It's like that is also technically true. So that's why I'm fixing it in campaign 2. But for campaign 1, it stays
Fair
broken.
enough.
So
fine.
that's 2 of her 4th levels.
Flip her the middle finger.
However, Elsyan, you do note where she went. Queglod, you do not know where she went. Elsyan, you see her over here. She doesn't know anywhere else within the mansion. So she's going to the nearest place that she can think of that's furthest away from Queglod from what she saw.
Fucking hell. Okay. Right. This is going to be a case of Elsyan going to be running back and forth between this corridor, isn't it?
And just to clarify, that was the thing that we forgot, that she doesn't necessarily have to see the place to go to.
No, she doesn't. She just has to know that it's there. But she doesn't know anything about where this other door goes. She can't see this other door because it's invisible.
Okay. I was worried for a moment that you were going to pull some absolute bullshit, and I was going to...
Yeah.
No.
That's what we saw that.
So how much
Because I
time do
remembered
we
that
have
I
together?
remembered that you can bring people with you, but I was pretty sure they had to be willing for that. So I was like, who here would be willing to go with her? What?
See,
What am I missing?
I kind of thought of something of, well, it is just called the ethereal plane, and it's kind of overlaying everything. Technically, can they then pass to any plane?
No, it would still be stuck on. It would still be stuck on the ethereal plane. Because one thing to know about etherealness for general notion is that it doesn't work if you're on the outer planes. So this means that if you are on, if you're on anything other than the material, the Shadowfell, the Feywild, the elemental planes, or a created plane within your spells, etherealness doesn't work. It doesn't work in the Feywild, or no, it doesn't work in like. So, for example, Mount Celestia or the Nine Hells, etherealness doesn't work because there isn't an ethereal plane there. It's weird, but it's a thing.
What I'm gathering here is this is a safari zone and we have 8 hours to capture, or 24 hours to capture.
Yeah, she might try and get out before then.
Again, I have gate still.
This is true.
Guys, she managed to get out through the front door. Nope.
Okay. So with that is her turns. Oh no, she still has a movement. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sorry, Shadowcrest, she's sharing your space.
Fucking hell.
She's underneath Shadowcrest, I will note.
Even small creatures can't actually stop that.
She's on a different plane of existence. She's not in his space, technically.
I mean,
worth a try.
Yeah. This just means that Elsyan can affect her, and technically Queglod can too, but Queglod has to like go into the space and do that. But
you know, it's at moments like this is why I wish I had Meteor Swarm. Now hear me out. Why? I can go all out hit right now. I can't hurt any of you guys.
This is true.
Wrong.
Yeah, that's not wrong. He can just go Meteor Swarm. What are you going to do about it, bitch?
Disintegrate.
See, I mean, disintegrate is tempting. I know that she's got legendary resistances though. There's no way she's not.
The fewer legendary resistances she has, the more likely we are to actually be able to capture her.
True. That's why I'm going to do mental prison instead.
Oh no! Why?
Yes.
Why are you going to be so mean, Sam?
Chris, maybe because you're pulling some ghost shit.
That's fair.
Gonna
All right.
A couple hours chasing a ghost round.
Rook is petting Gabby. Elsyan.
Okay, right. I can go here and see her. Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
Wonderful.
You can see the faint outline of a Shattercrest currently just kind of sat there, and then you can see her kind of run in and just go, wait, almost as if trying to hide from Queglod.
Let's make her life a bit annoying, because I'm doing that thing again where I don't use the spell that I probably should be. You know what? Fuck it. Still takes damage if she succeeds. So, actually, no, that's a better shout.
What are you going to do?
I am going to do... Yes. Synaptic Static.
I do love any icy spells you've come up with.
20-foot radius makes a intelligence saving throw.
Yes!
Failed save, creature is muddled for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all of its attack rolls, ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. Target may make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending in effect on a success. So, an intelligence saving throw. She cannot counterspell, as she has used her reaction this turn.
DC is 22.
That is a fail with a 13. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so
as otherwise...
As you're not using legendary resistance, interesting.
No.
She wants to save them.
She has hit points she wants to save. She's prioritizing it getting out.
Cool. Right, that's 27.
27?
Yeah, 86. Wonderful.
Oh wait, is this one as well?
Let's remove these.
Yeah. I was like, wait, 27? No, I was like, oh yeah, this one's it. So yeah, 27 points of psychic damage. Okay, good to know. Okay. It's very hard to tell.
Fight me, you bitch! I was all geared up to kill a mother. Guess I'm gonna have to kill someone else's.
Only you
Elsyan
hear
is
that.
getting-
No one else.
Elsyan's getting out some stress while no one else in the party can hear him get it out.
Okay. Malcom. Shadowcrest feels a chill run down her spine. She's fine. Queglod.
I'm sorry, I'm doing this to you, Chris. I'm making you pull things out. I'm bored. I'm pulling something out of the bag of tricks and I'm throwing it.
You. Okay. You pull something out of the bag of tricks.
Let's see what I get.
The frick is it? I still have them up here.
3.
It's a 3. Alright. You spawn a baboon.
Yeah.
He sits there, pulls out a bit of poo and flings it at you, then dies. There we go. Alright. Take
baboon.
Take 1 point of poison damage.
Does it die?
I will say this: if through any means you can get her back into the circle, she then has to break back out of the circle.
That's why she's not going through the circle.
I know.
Yeah, and none of us can actually force her to go into it.
Oh no, we
because-
can't.
No.
But, you know,
Queglod.
tiny and
Right.
smart face.
60.
Oi.
Great.
So 1, 2,
That's
3,
13.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, 10, 11, 12. So 12 would get you to here.
Yep.
So you
and
need
that's
to.
not.
That's not within range. You'd need to dash to get within range. Yeah. But I'll say that you're having difficulty seeing her, but you know roughly where she is based on what Elsyan's pointing at.
Me-
And
Can't Queglod just go straight through the...
Yeah, she
Oh,
can,
okay.
but either way, she can't get closer. So
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, because how diagonals work, it's weird.
Ba-da-ba.
I mean, it's 5, 10,
Um,
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, so it'd just be this line in general, the 60 feet.
Yeah. I assume it's like 5. I assume it doesn't have a long range.
No,
Um,
it's melee.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured. So I'd have to dash, and that would mean.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that would mean no action to use Nightmaker anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So. Pity. I guess. Oh. One thing I can do, I can send Felipe off since he has Witch Side as well.
Okay, where would you like to put
And
Felipe?
then- Can I have like? He has decent speed. He can get into like this room regardless.
He was also with you, so he'd still be.
Yeah, he can just leave off here, and if he sees her, because he has got Witch Sight as well, he can
Call.
squawk.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, well, he'll call out just so everyone can hear, but he can talk to me to her. Please.
Yeah. Okay. So Bern, I assume you skip.
I'll just run towards her Queglod then, because I have no idea what's happening.
Okay. So dash down the hallway, standing in Elsyan's space. I'll put you here for ease of purpose.
Oh, that must be really weird for you being able to see both. Just, ooh.
Whoa.
Get down here.
Okay, you go down there, you kind of stop, look around. The rest of you kind of watch this happen. Shadowcrest
I
looks
can
up.
see the back of your eye stems.
Okay.
Ooh, that's going to be a torn retina soon.
End of
Well, get
Bern.
that checked out.
End of Burn. Sasha, anything you want to do? You see Queglod zoom past, and you see like the rest of this going on. No.
Mm.
Okay. So moving on to Jalila's turn.
Sorry.
I don't know anything that's happened, do I? I just saw,
No, you just see Queglod fly
I'm just
past
gonna
and
sort
Burn
of
run
like
down.
turn around. That's all I can really think of.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I want to know if this fight
25,
can
30.
be scored with the Billy Hill song.
That is her turn. Okay. End of her turn. Elsyan.
Right then. But she's moved through that door.
Yeah, she moved through that door and ran past the Farnsworths.
So I got 30 feet. I can just move like normal. Yeah.
You're on the ethereal plane, so it's difficult terrain still.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh
It's
no,
difficult to
that's only on vertical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, in which case, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so that'll be where you saw her last.
Cool. So her last. Okay, but it's possible she moved on. Okay. One.
What plane do unseen servants exist on?
Four,
I was checking that as well. They don't technically exist on. They don't technically exist on.
They don't
a plane.
exist on any plane.
One,
So,
2, 3, 4.
Rook,
I can
Malcom,
squeeze in between.
Queglod,
I can get in this gap, yeah.
Farnsworth.
Big.
You're in the ethereal plane. You can go through.
Oh yeah, of course I can.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can get to here.
Yep.
And gonna go there. And fuck it. I'm not gonna use it otherwise. Mental prison.
Do you wish to open the door?
Is the door currently shut?
Yes, because you said you were shutting it and barricading it with chairs, and then having Farnsworth's on the other side, so it is shut and
Well, I
barricaded.
mean, if she went through it, either she opened it or it's not.
She's
or
ethereal.
it's
She's
not.
ethereal. She's ethereal, and she's
Yeah,
a ghost. She's incorporeal.
But isn't he also?
Yeah,
ethereal
but it doesn't mean I
No.
can see through things.
He's
What? Yes, you can see through things.
okay. Harlan, let me describe it this way.
What?
I
Elsyan
can
is
look through
ethereal.
things, I can't see it.
Elsyan is ethereal. He can see this stuff. She is ethereal and incorporeal. She can travel through objects. But
Yes.
Elsyan can't see through a door because it's a solid object. Because it's technically the edge of the plane.
And it's different here. The walls do exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
walls aren't like normal where that you can
No.
still see through them even though they're.
No, the
closed.
walls and doors here, because they're the edge of the plane of existence, they're
Right.
effectively an untextured block which he can't see through.
Okay.
Yeah, I can move here.
Yes.
So fuck it, yes. I'm gonna, if I can, try to open the door.
Okay. Go ahead. Given that you barricaded the door, go ahead and roll me a strength check, please. I'll say with advantage because you're pulling it on a plane of existence which doesn't have resistance.
Okay. Just a strength check, not an athletics check.
Just a strength because the DC is basically you're trying to pull a door open, but there's no chairs and stuff in your way on this side.
13.
Okay. You pull the door open. The door on the ethereal plane otherwise peels open. On the material plane, it is slightly stuck. You have a window of opportunity to move through /C.
Okay, I think I've used all my movement. 1,
Okay.
2.
From what you can
5,
see, you do
yeah.
not see her currently. She's not in the corridor.
Right, okay. New plan. I've moved. I am going to... I can Misty Step into her, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And do you
let's
know the
not-
layout of your area so you know how to get to and from the rooms?
Cool. Yeah, gonna Misty Step in here. Bam.
Okay. The door in the ethereal plane closes behind you. Door on the material plane is left unopened.
So... Any sign of where she's gone?
Roll me an investigation check.
I'm gonna kill this bitch so fucking hard. Investigation, that is a 18.
Okay. Looking around, I'll say it's disadvantage given the nature of this. Stealth check from her with disadvantage.
Come out, July.
You said 18?
Soon. 18, yes.
Okay, that's a 17 from her. She rolled well, unfortunately, but still not good enough. As you otherwise look down the corridor, you see what looks to be where she otherwise seems to have passed through, and you can hear the sounds of her coming from this third room here.
This third room. Wonderful. Knock, knock, motherfucker.
So you went 5, 10... Okay, yeah, so that's the end of your movement there.
Knock knock, mother who was fucked.
Okay.
Knock, knock, MILF. What?
Oh no.
Mother,
Mummy,
you'd
I'd
like to fight?
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
this is established earlier by you, Harlan. You should know this. Queglod. So moving through Elsyan, Malcom, you're otherwise sat there. You hear kind of this rattling
Drinking
from the door
tea.
next to you. You're drinking
I'm
tea
also
as far.
drinking tea.
Farnsworth hands you a teacup. Queglod.
Okay.
You see Elsyan rush down and otherwise pass through the door. You watch as the door kind of peels away and then pings back after the material nature is still stuck there. It is barricaded and the door is closed.
Can I open it? I mean, I could open this.
You need to peel away the barricade of chairs and table that's been put in the way. That you can do. It'll take your action to kind of peel it all away and then open the door if you want to.
You could just shatter, but then you'd
An action either way.
An action either way, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull it all down then.
Okay, you begin to tear down the barricade. You swing the door open. You can see Elsyan kind of looking into one of the doors. One of the doorways. 10, 15, 20,
30.
25, 30. Okay. 35, 40, 45, 50. Where Elsyan has stopped, you know it's one of these two doors, but he's looking at this one.
I see him.
Okay.
60? Okay.
This one's not barricaded.
This one's not barricaded. You spent your action to otherwise pull the barricades away and all that. You can open the door if you wish, but you will not be able to use anything because you've used your action already.
That's okay.
Okay. You pull the door open, revealing the interior within, which, for this sake, I'm just going to say that she's in this room.
Okay.
She's in this room getting closer to the back of the chamber itself. And that is it, as she otherwise kind of turns, stopping for a moment before seeing you.
You know this only ends one way.
Why doesn't it let me open
Okay.
my parachute?
Bern!
At this point, just fucking skip.
Okay.
I'll just stay here.
Yep, that's fine. End of yours. Sasha's go by. Jalila's
I'm just
turn.
going to be moving down because I'm seeing Queglod running through him. Like, okay, what's going on? What?
Yep. You squeeze past everything here, so you can
How
get
far
to
can I
there.
get? Yeah, with a dash, I can
Yeah.
get to here.
Yeah, you can see Queglod kind of looking in through the doorway, saying that. Elsyan, you can see her. She's going to attempt a dimension door again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Counter spell.
At what level?
Dimension
Fourth.
door is
Fourth.
fifth or fourth. Dimension door is 4th level.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yep. She's used all her fourths, so she's going to have to counterspell at 5th level. So she uses one of her 5ths.
I'm okay with that, to be honest.
Uh...
Just stand still. There's only one way this ends. You crazy bitch.
all of you are just like, stay still.
This is a comical situation. You realise this, right?
Okay. She disappears. Queglod and all of you hear a cawing from this room.
I am
Oh my
going to
God.
stab her. I am going to kill her.
You hear a cawing from this room. She just needs time. Time she's not gonna get.
What? Is
I
she
mean,
not
at some
going to-
point, she's gonna run out of spell slots. guys.
Look, she doesn't have any 7th, 8th, or 9th because she already used them today. So she has to have time to draw a teleportation circle, which is 10 rounds of combat.
That's not gonna happen.
I
She
know.
needs to know to just stop. Just let it be easy. Let her look. She could go to Nightmaker. Her soul will be nice and comfortable there, and it'll be fine.
Won't be
I know it's
comfortable.
I know it's comfortable in there because I was comfortable in there.
Yeah, I
now,
know, but you're not a necromancer. So,
I do just want to say, for as much as Queglod absolutely hates her guts, this is exactly what she would do in the same situation. And I respect her for it.
okay.
I mean, Elsyan's infuriated by the ingenuity of it all.
Elsyan, it is your turn.
Elsyan's just gonna let out a deep sigh, and I'm gonna dash back this way.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's what you can get.
I hate you.
Huffing and puffing around your own mansion. Malcolm, passes your turn. You hear a caw.
Oh no, I've already used my Misty Step, so I can't do it
Need
again this time.
biscuits?
Biscuit,
Oh,
tea and
God.
biscuits with Rook. Got it. Queglod.
Yep, tea and biscuits.
Me again? Okay.
It's Queglod curve.
And
I've seen
dash through my
Queglod running
space.
round in that lot. With my action that I've missed, as Queglod runs past, can I just cast Longstrider on her?
Is it a somebody else spell?
It gives it's touch.
You touch a creature, the creature gets 10, increases by 10 feet until the spell ends. Alright, so you have 70 feet fly speed.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70.
Wait,
70
Can
gets
that-
you there.
I'm gonna
does
go
that
back to
mean I can
50.
do? Wait, hold on. I need to double check and see if
A
there's
spell
actually...
effects don't stack if they're from the same type. Otherwise, you could have 6 sorcerers all cast haste on a barbarian and watch them go ham with all the actions.
Just to
Well,
clarify,
that's
it's if
cool.
they're the same spell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you have 2 different spells that both provide
Movement speed
Yeah,
buffs, then they will
they
then they will
can.
simultaneously work. Yes.
Yeah.
the most of the buffs that spells provide are advantage, which can't stack it with itself anyway. So it's
Yeah.
usually a moot point, but
Yeah. So 70 feet gets you there. You wish to dash, you can get all the way up.
yeah, but then I can't do anything.
Okay. End of your turn, Bern, Sasha,
will
her.
Again, I will be following the Simon. Where are you people going?
Okay, she's
People,
going-
you just
Exactly
seen
like
Queglod run about. Oh no, you are seeing Bern run about as well. Are you? No.
Okay.
No.
No,
Mark.
well, I'm mostly seeing Queglod. I'm just like going, what's going on?
Mark that down. Rook. Elsyan.
Right. I am gonna kill this woman. If it's the last thing I do. Knock, knock, motherfucker.
Doors open. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay, can I
30.
lean in and just, please?
You can see
I
her.
need-
She is beginning to draw a teleportation circle on the ground.
Okay, that's not happening.
Also, how the hell does that work between
Right. Okay.
dimensions?
Chris, here's a question for you. She
Mhm.
started teleportation circle. Now, if she leaves and then
point,
comes
she can't-
back to carry on with that circle will still be there. So she could continue it. I'm imagining shortens the time. But if I do thunder step, would that blow the chalk away?
I will say for this creative use, I will allow it.
Yeah.
I will remove my 1 turn of.
Because I know you, Chris. I know you're counting down turns. She's gonna have a circle that she's doing this
Yeah.
stuff on, and I'm doing thunderstep in. Boom. Con save from her, please.
That is a. Oh, nope, that's Goeva's stats. Scroll down. 22! She's proficient. Ooh.
She succeeded. Nice.
She's proficient. Go ahead and roll damage.
I mean,
she still
there's
takes
no-
half.
Yeah. I was about to roll d20s. No, that's 3d10.
Woof! That's a damaging spell right there. 3d20's damage.
15.
Half to 7.
15 thunder damage. Half to 7. But I'm just gonna look at it. No. Behave yourself. It's not gonna happen. Just settle down.
Yeah.
Please. Elsyan's damn near begging with her.
Yeah.
That's a 3rd level spell used.
Hmm.
I could keep this up for longer than you.
Yeah, you can. I'm just making your waste spell slots at this point.
I hate you so much because I have a feeling after when we come out of here, there's gonna be some big fight and Elsyan's gonna be like, I just Eldritch Blast. That's my entire life now. I am officially a full warlock.
So, Queglod, it is your turn at this point.
Okay. And she's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Queglod, kill.
Plenty of movement left, but I'm going to use my action, attempt to draw her into Nightmaker again.
DC is 25.
Mm-hmm.
There is a fail. She's going to use her last legendary resistance.
And now it's a
Okay.
27.
Now it's 27.
And now's another dimension door.
Yay! Yep. Do you know me?
Okay. I assume I can see her.
Yep.
Alright.
Right.
Just 3 moves.
It's 25, 35,
Preemptive move.
45, 60, 65, 70. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I can get her anywhere she is if she goes in here, and anywhere else I have a head start.
Here's the thing: she's not gonna move now.
Yeah, two. That's fine. I can next turn I can get back in and try again. 2 people can play this game.
I like to just look at a very unimpressed face of Queglod. Like,
Like,
fine.
I get the sense that both Queglod and Elsyan just have those very deadpan, annoyed faces. He's giggling like giggling like nobody's business.
Okay,
Like a really
no.
weird
No,
butterfly.
at this point, no. She looks at you and goes, "You're right. I'm going to try and take you with me, though. Make me a dexterity saving throw. She's going to try and cast Disintegrate on you."
Now, I know I can tank this damage, but I don't want to have to. But I know Disintegrate is a 6th level spell. I only have a 6th level spell slot, and I'm saving it. Wait a minute. No, I didn't try Metal Prison earlier.
No, you didn't.
So, you know what? Fine. Dex saving throw? She wants a dex saving? Fine. Fine.
Remember, you have
Okay.
Lapis Crescendo still. As
I'm well aware.
Oh!
That is a 21.
As she otherwise stands there, you watch as she otherwise stretches out her hand. The spell streaks towards you, and you just grab her wrist
No.
and just look down at her.
pain.
No.
Can't. No. Just sit down. Stop it. You've caused your daughter enough pain.
Elsyan, it is your turn.
Elvish just has PTSD from the disintegrate finger.
No.
Okay. Right.
Big sword chops off the disinter finger.
Harlan, you joke. Right, I am going to pull out my umbrella sword.
Oh
Which is
no.
my hexblade. Oh yes.
Oh no.
I am then going to cast Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
Oh no.
I don't like her. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
She's
And
gonna
then-
try and counter spell. 3rd level. Do you want to use your counter spell as a reaction?
Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you to the highest degree. I hate you.
Do you want to
so
counter
much.
spell her counter
Yes,
spell?
of course I do.
What level?
3rd level.
Alright, you counter her counter spell.
Two can play this game, you crazy necromancer. I am going to cut your head off with an umbrella sword. With Wrathful Smite on this.
Hmm.
I am going to, of course, attack her.
Make me an attack roll, please.
This is plus 12.
She has none of her gear on her either, so she can't help with that.
24.
That hits.
Wisdom saving throw.
17. Nope.
Fails.
What?
You are now frightened. Oh, and you. Oh no, you can't upcast Wrathful Smite. You can't upcast it.
Okay, so we'll say you cast it at its base level, and then you counter spelled using the 3rd level.
Same thing happened, but different.
Yeah,
Same but different.
different spell slot. Okay, so
So-
go ahead and roll me the damage.
This isn't quite the damage I want it to be, but it's still.
It's coming from the bus.
She's
This is
going
a
for
ma-
the bus.
This isn't massive damage, but it will do 1d8 plus 6 plus a d6, so Wrathful Smite.
Ooh, this-
One moment.
Oh no! What's the plus?
That is plus 6, so 16.
Okay. You
Is she
otherwise,
alive? Still?
with your umbrella sword, you draw it, and with a quick flourish, with these magic and otherwise surging through you and her, you slice, and as you otherwise slice off the wrist, you watch as her spectral form almost flickers and stops. She has been reduced to 0 hit points and can no longer take actions.
Queglod! Can Queglod hear me, or can she just see me?
She can just see you. She sees an angry Elsyan turn back with mouth wide open, shout something. Holding a
can-
hand.
Can Queglod see me
Yes.
from where I am? Elsyan is doing everything he can to make sure he's noticed. Now.
Okay.
Throws hand at Queglod.
Throws hand.
Giggly throws the hand.
Okay. Queglod, you see a hand fly towards you and fall through you from the ethereal plane.
All right.
This is
I
so
move forward.
dumb.
The soul is now immobilized, ready to be captured.
Yep. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of time, so I'm just going to see how long this takes. That's natural 1 on the first one. But she's a halfling! Reroll! Natural 20! Next one! Let's go. That's a fail. Okay.
Okay.
She's incapacitated
Alright.
for 1 minute. Yeah, you had 10 rounds to go. So yeah,
Yeah. I
you hold the
up
lantern out
the Nightmaker.
as the tendrils wrap
Initially with
around
a
her.
fierce expression, but which then softened slightly.
Yeah.
Well
You...
played. And goodbye, mother.
She otherwise kind of looks down, almost kind of as a failure. You watch as this mark appears on her forehead, and you watch as her soul begins to go blackened as the crest of Devad fades. She is captured and beyond repair. Even if you wanted to revive her, none of you will be able to.
Well, Goy will be able to, though.
No. Her soul is beyond repair. Even the Raven Queen can't do anything about it at this point.
I don't care.
Good.
Is it because Elsyan cut off the soul's hand?
No. This is something that when she dies, her spirit is destroyed, so it can't give up any information.
I'm okay with this.
So this means animate dead, speak with dead, all of that, none of it will function. Okay?
Actually, Chronicle of the Raven Queen, since that's
Yep, exactly.
basically the same deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I know. I would understand that this is what's happened.
Yep. This has
Okay.
destroyed all information and destroyed her soul to an irreparable state. As you
Are there any remnants
otherwise...
that need to be interred, or is that's just it?
Other than the small piece of soul that's left in her actual body, that's the only piece that you need to worry about. Going back and collecting it with the rest of your party in tow. Elsyan, do you wish to...
Collected now, yeah?
Yeah, it's been collected and her spirit has otherwise been
Do we
sealed.
need to bring it
Did you
to the
also get the bit of
or
soul
not?
in the hand?
Yes, I'll say she scooped it up as she went.
Yeah.
Do we need to bring it to the Raven Queen or no?
No, it's sent there now.
Cool.
Okay.
As knowing that she's now gone, Elsyan is going to drop with the illness.
Okay. Return back to the material plane. Well, the kind of material plane.
Queglod, we need to discuss your mother. She's insane. And
Was
damn it, she
insane.
was insane. And god damn it, she was a genius.
Malcolm has somehow caught the magnificent mansion on fire.
Okay, now
Well,
There are several
I don't know what
farms
to tell
worth
you,
of buckets of water just chucking it.
I don't know what to say to you, Elsyan. Everything I know, I learned from the best.
sorry, are you
Well-
okay?
I had a lot of time to steel myself for this, so I'm
So,
okay. But
If do,
genuinely, though, Mel, Elsyan, thank you for asking.
you know, if you need to talk, all of us are here.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
Anyway, thank you for your help. But this could have gone on a lot longer without that.
That was ridiculous.
And you should have some sort of plan. I didn't figure it would be that
Comical.
weird.
I feel. I
Well, did the previous ones that captured her not have witch hunt?
No, they were
well, it doesn't matter
clerics.
if they've got.
Yes, not.
Okay,
They
if
were
they
clerics
did-
and paladins.
Ah,
they-
okay.
there's no good having witch sight if you've got nothing that can actually affect her. You can see she's fucking about, but you can do nothing about it.
I mean, they had.
They had
Nightmaker,
Nightmaker
didn't
as
they?
well.
They had Nightmaker, yeah, but
They
the
just didn't see her.
but the previous Dawn Marshal was a cleric. So she may have had True Sight, but she didn't have it active at the
Use it.
time. Yeah, because she captured the like enough of the soul, she was convinced that she had it.
Yeah. What happened to that soul fragment? Is that still like imprisoned?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
and now it's joined to the rest of her soul. Every time she can only do this a certain number of times before her soul becomes irreparable as well.
Alson's gonna
Okay.
go.
Ah,
on-
shit, she has fucking
That's
Horcruxes.
clarifying that nobody actually stole it out of the Raven Queen's vault.
No,
That's
it's
good
more
to
like
know.
it's more like
Still something
prepared
we need
for
to-
it's more like prepared
Yeah.
phylacteries in that regard. So long as she
Mhm.
has one, she can use her spirit escape ability.
Okay.
Still something we need to discuss with the Raven Queen, though,
Yeah.
because that needs to be fixed.
What does?
Someone being able to sneak in.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah. And yeah, I didn't press you for the details of that at the time, but could you, now that we're not in danger, could you?
Yeah. So I
I'm
can do
gonna
it
open
now.
the door up, by the way.
Hmm?
I'm gonna open the door up, by the way, just so if people want to leave, they can.
Yep. Okay. The door opens up.
Wait, is she dead?
Yes.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
gone.
Okay, good.
Um,
Is her corpse still here?
You watch as her body begins to go blackened and begins to turn to ash.
I assume no blood.
Looking at her form, she may have previously had blood, but due to the rune, the rest of her body is destroyed. So, unfortunately, it would have been a matter of collecting it
Damn it, Rook, where's your sword?
when she immediately died, but it's all turning to ash.
Yeah, I assume there's not enough on Rook's sword that decimated her.
No, because
Well, you could
that portions of the blood are also turning to ash, because it in fact acts like disintegrate, but all of her is being turned to ash.
The part of her genetic code in Queglod. Oh no, I don't feel so good.
Do we
That's-
even know that she's died? Are they bound somehow?
Hey, does she got any clothes? Got any shit on her body? Like stuff? Like loot?
The body.
Looking over her body, you don't see any magical gear. No, you saw that on her body when she was originally there had. Well, actually, no. Correction. She does have some stuff. You see the clothes and will look to be a set of 2 rapiers, both of which are non-magical.
God fucking damn it. Can't even sell any of this shit. Queglod! Queglod, wasn't your mother rich or something? She had a fucking mansion.
It's
Mansion,
gone now.
army, yeah. I guess
Why-
she must have figured that this would actually work, or at least had a good chance. Didn't want to give us anything. It did seem like she was somewhat prepared for this.
Yeah, well, we'll have a nap and try your father tomorrow.
Yeah. If there are any
It
protections
probably
in this
won't
gate,
work.
he'll have them, but it is worth trying.
I'm pretty sure the only way to, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. The DM already knows, and if he doesn't, I'm just giving him ideas.
Well, then surely you should let me know.
And so I don't like giving you ideas because you use them against me. But to be fair, the only way you could do that would be to go to a plane controlled by someone who will actively stop gate from going through. Has to be of a god or similar level. So probably would just go spend some time with Devad or Ringar or something. Except Ringar's not actually that level, is he? He's a bit under.
There is a second method, but
Actually, one clarification on that. It's the plane's owner or
in the direct presence of
Is it?
such a creature.
yeah. So, how does that work for like a demi-plane or whatnot?
How do you mean? So if you were to cast Demiplane in their presence?
You're not
No,
a
no,
deity
if
level
you were in
creature,
a-
even though you're the owner. I don't think it counts.
Deities
you're
and
telling
other planar rulers. Like if you're in a demi-plane that you created, do you count as a planar ruler?
I want it known that means that Elsyan is the ruler here in the mansion. I mean, it's
Well,
true anyway,
that's
but
also another application. Would people be
Yeah.
obligated? Yeah. That's
I don't actually know.
I think,
I will say that if you are the creator of a plane and the plane has permanence, then I will say that it exists. With Magnificent Mansion and Demiplane, you make pocket planes and doorways into small created spaces. So I will say in them, provided that you only have the one, it will count. If you create somewhere of permanence to a larger scale, then yeah, it will count as well.
So if it's
So
Abbot's
does that-
Demiplane, he's the creator of it.
If it's Abod's Demiplane, he is the creator, yes.
So does that technically mean that Malcom is a planar ruler?
Because he has his mini planes, yeah. But again, each of those are specific to their specific situation.
Yeah, but just curiosity.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Probably all the dirties have like a list of fuckers like us. Of just look, technically, I guess, but no.
Well, here's the thing. A few things to note. First of all, your players, and I'm not going to gate you out of there because that's bad storytelling. Even though I could. I would have done that like 20 levels ago. Before the campaign begun, Queglod would be dead by now. But it's bad story writing to kill a character before he's made it. So...
Fair point.
So, for that reason, you guys are all immune to gate for the purposes of bad storytelling. If it's good storytelling to gate you away, then that's a different matter. But that's very, very rare.
It's a case of...
In this situation, you would be a planar ruler, but it would just be within your own domain, not necessarily within your presence. So, for example, if someone tried to gate Sasha out of Elsyan's mansion, and Elsyan is in the mansion, then you will be able to cancel the gate perfectly fine. But if you weren't in here when it happened, I'd say it probably wouldn't happen. But similarly, if you're on the material plane and someone tried to gate just because you own a plane, doesn't mean you can cancel the gate.
Fair enough. It's more academic than anything, but at least to me.
Yeah, no, that's.
It's better. I could always just say no, but it also adds a layer of defense for interest.
Yeah.
So
It's also good to clarify that the owner of the mansion is Elsyan, not Mordenkainen.
He just gets to dick over. He just gets to dick over people.
Like Mordecai's like, he just turns up one day with like a contract saying, "You haven't been paying rent." What?
Hmm.
And here's the thing. What I know of Mordecai, that's something he would 100% do.
Oh, I thought he seemed like a dick in Avernus, but that explains it. He's a fucking landlord.
Fair enough. So, what would you like to do at this end stage? I know we're close to the end of the session. I just want to know if there's anything you'd like to try.
Let's get a drink. Get a drink?
I mean,
Yeah.
not a lot of scrying I can really do. I don't know where they are, so I can't scry on their location. I can't scry on Goiva because he seems to be protected.
Can we scry on the location where she was? Like the chamber where she was?
No, because you had to have been there.
I think so.
You have to have physically been there to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, we could just relax for an evening and not worry about this sort of thing for once.
I'd like to stay here whilst we do that because I'm pretty sure Queglod's dad is gonna really not be happy with us.
Yes,
I
but what
imagine him
if he
being
just
quite
destroys the tavern by us not being there?
Well, it's just another one of those situations where the tavern got broke again.
Oh, Chris, here's a
I mean,
thought.
you
Is it
open
like...
the door, right?
Oh, yeah, the door's open. If you want to leave, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, but also if something does go on outside, they can like
come in.
They can let us know.
Well, they can let Elsyan know. Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna like. Abod, we probably told Abod where we are, like where the door is.
Yeah, you told him.
So, and he knows we're in the cupboard, so he'll know where to find us. But that's gonna be far from the first place anyone's gonna look.
That's if he's not the first one dead again. Like the other 3 times they invaded here.
It's like they just turn. It's like they turn up and kill Abod just because he can come back and it doesn't affect the story too badly.
Okay.
It's when we come out and find Oregon's been attacked because somehow we've pissed off a creature that's much stronger than ourselves.
Somehow the mask's big brother has turned up.
So,
Cool.
Malcolm, are you letting the party know what you're doing, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna be going to when I leave. I'm gonna be going and having a chat with the queen or my aunt. Just to try and get some more information about some things.
Make sure your auntie's crying stuff. Just make sure you're not being watched.
Yeah, I can attempt that.
Oh. So Elsyan, I don't really know what to do today. I mean, we killed Queglod's mum.
Sasha,
What do you want to do?
I think I felt like I've run a sprint. Queglod's mum decided to dimension door back and forth in this building. I was ethereal. When Queglod got to her, she dimension door away to the furthest point you could think of.
That's what that was.
Yes, that's why Queglod was running around like a mad lad. And so if any of you felt like a chill run down your spine, that's probably me.
Felt it twice.
Yeah, Bern, you probably felt it for a long time because there was a period of time I was just stood inside you. Not by
Wow.
choice. Not
Oh,
by choice. You like ran into me, and I didn't notice for a long time. You're short and stuff.
Oh, okay. So I should learn etherealness then for when we try this again.
Oh, yes. We're gonna
Okay.
go to a trip to Argon to get. I need a spell scroll of etherealness to learn from.
I think I can learn it as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just pray real hard and I get given spells.
Okay, Sasha, do you know how, like, what is being done to pull fire out of nowhere?
A Turan is breathing fire into my palm so that I can blast my enemies.
This hurts my academic brain.
The sad thing is, I'm kind of correct.
Almost, but no.
How do I explain mine?
Nature.
There is no nature here.
It's just nature.
So, Malcolm, you head out the door. I'll say with Shattercrest in tow, as you otherwise head back. Actually, no, Shattercrest can't.
No,
Shadowcrest-
Hold on.
Shadowcrest would have
only
to be
lasts
shrunk.
10 minutes.
Yeah. So
So
yeah, Shadowcrest shrinks and you head back into the main tavern.
I guess I'll explain to Queglod how the guy managed to sneak into the Raven Queen Palace.
Okay. You look towards Queglod. She's a little bit phased out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go over and give Queglod a hug.
Queglod?
Any reaction to this?
Ah, I see. Okay, hold up.
Yeah, Simon's not here right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's done with it. He's done with it. Yeah. Do you say that out loud?
What?
No, that'll just be.
Okay.
Same.
I just go over and like do like the come here and big hug and start hugging Queglod.
Okay. After a moment, Queglod will snap back and return the hug for a second, and then break away. We're not done yet.
Oh
He's
no.
coming.
Oh fuck.
Do we have time to? Do we have 4 hours for me to sleep?
How long?
Probably not.
You did this
No
at
idea, he was-
midday. You've got another 8 hours till you can start a long rest.
and what? Your dad's coming.
I don't know if he's coming in person or if he's sending a force. But
How
where's
do you
Malcolm?
know this?
Yeah, we need to call back.
He
Mom.
messaged me.
Oh, that's nice of
Could
him.
be a bluff to make us waste time being cautious, but if he sends an army of one of us while we're isolated, we can't do anything. We have to be on guard.
Oh shit. Where did Malcolm go?
Don't let him leave alone.
Can
I'm going
you
to.
sending him?
Sure. I'll
Malcolm,
send him.
Malcolm's just walked out the door, so he's not far.
Okay. Go. Who can teleport? I can teleport. Well, I can't teleport. I can
Just
teleport
run
back
out the
to town.
door. Just stop thinking in magic. You have legs.
Clink,
Use
clonk,
them.
clink, clonk.
I lag.
At rapid pace, runs out the door as Malcolm, you're just going down the staircase.
I grab him and yank him back in. Wait, no, I probably shouldn't do that. I'll explain. Oh, apparently, Big Daddy Prill is coming. We should probably all stick together for a bit.
Huh.
We don't know when he's coming. We just don't. We can't. We gotta travel in like a decent pack.
Okay.
Elsyan has no spell slots left.
Come. Let's go back into the mansion of horrors.
Hey.
Don't think that would be a good idea.
Mhm.
If we go in there,
Oh, so
we
no, sorry. I thought you said something that would be a good idea. Not, I don't
No.
think that would be a good idea.
Oh,
My
but
bad,
I
I
don't
misheard
think
that.
that would be a good idea.
We've established that the creatures he doesn't allow in can't get in.
That
So-
might be true, but everybody here will die if something happens. Out
Okay,
here.
yes, but I think we should stay together. So like, let's go get everyone and then come out, rather than having one person out here and having you get shanked.
It's gonna sound weird. Can I scoop up Elsyan, Queglod's mum into a jar? Like, I
Roll,
don't have
roll
an
me a
urn.
roll me a d20 for brush.
Con save as well.
Yeah.
I'll roll-
Let's make
roll
this.
as well,
let's-
there we go.
yeah,
Oh.
sure. Roll me a d20 for
some of that
broom.
got in my
There we
mouth.
go.
No,
Ugh.
that's funny.
Easily. Okay. You otherwise look over to a Farnsworth.
He's been
And
well.
he-
Already
and
with a dustpan pan.
and he
They're
holds-
already there.
Yep. He hands you a dustpan and brush, and you kind of begin to scoop the dustpan or the dust into the dustpan. Farnsworth comes over with a bin liner. He just holds it open as you otherwise pour it
it's
in.
okay. I'm gonna put it in the jar because I've got a jar.
Well,
Oh,
Jar.
Kind of Farnsworth just come up with an even smaller dustpan and brush and get that last little
last
line.
little bit. Yep.
God.
Scoops that up, and it gets progressively smaller dustpans and brushes until there's one grain
Are they
left.
progressively smaller Farnsworth?
Yes, they are. As
Yes.
Oh,
until one of the normal sized ones comes with a tweezer and picks up like the
well. The last
little
bit. Yep.
Okay, got to Queglod. Your mum? Just hand over this jar.
Weird time for your mum insult. Just saying.
you know when you're like, Rook understands the concept of lost parents and family and stuff. Even though Elsyan or Queglod, sorry, didn't like her mum, it's still like, here's her ashes, but yeah, sort of.
Good price on the market.
Oh, wow.
No, thank you, Rook. I'll find something suitable to do with this.
Queglod smashes jar, uses summon Roomba. It's all gone.
Oh, God.
So,
Queglod, just full of
Ashes add a
trauma at her old age.
Summon construct spell that could be a Roomba.
yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Construct spirit, yeah.
Just
I mean,
summon behold and
I
you'll
mean,
wake it up as well.
the Artificer's Homunculus can just like be a broom, can be a Roomba. They just
Yes.
can.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
I don't like it, but I guess.
So one of the examples they give is just a coffee pot, a flying coffee pot.
This is fair. So, Malcolm, what were you going to do in order to contact your aunt?
I was gonna cast my spell.
Okay, what level is that?
I am gonna have to cast it at I'm gonna have to cast it at 7th because that's all the spell slots I got left
Okay,
for being able to cast it.
okay. What do you want to say?
I mean, I can just have a chat with her because
I
we
know.
can just
That's
talk
why
back
I'm
and
just
forth.
asking what kind of thing you want to say.
I'm mostly because nobody's really explained it to me, and it seemed like a really bad thing. So I was going to chat with her and ask if she knows much about whatever the hell a Nightwalker is.
She does not know anything about such a creature, and that's nothing that she's really heard or delved into.
Damn it! I want to know what a Nightwalker is. Ooh. Hey, Sasha.
Go into the negative plane and find out.
Yes. There's a 1 in 10,000 chance you'll come back as one.
No, I believe standardly it's a case of you go into the negative plane for some reason, and a Nightwalker just pops out and mortal goes into it.
I thought it was a chance.
I don't believe so. I believe Sandler says they just go, ha! You, for some god knows reason, you decided to come here. There's nothing good here. Not even powerful creatures that will give you power.
Okay, I need to double check that because I thought it was a chance that one comes out. But yeah, so you have that conversation. The rest of you are on edge. In your current state, you otherwise stand there a little bit paranoid and very much aware that something might go down. Either way, you hold on to your senses, and I'm going to put you into two different groups: those who are within the mansion and those who are outside of it. So your cool lightning's gone by now. It would have been.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes, so.
Okay. Rook, you are still big, so you'll be within in there unless someone uses reduce on you. Fly has ended at this point, I'd say as well. Haste has ended. You are stunned for a few seconds, but that's all. And Queglod, you are in the mansion as well. So, with that is where we will end our session tonight. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you again next session. But we'll see what that message means. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Or